All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does, then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So
Except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
You know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
Nope.
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
So you're
cool
saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You got
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at
for
a shit.
years,
I can't fight
man.
anybody right now.
I
probably
am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim. And I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wanted to talk wrestling. He had two. I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. There's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Judo Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. He's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fine. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
Hey everybody, Bro Plot live on your YouTube. Pulse is down wearing some old school Kareem glasses. And then also Tim is to the right of me. I am Cleveland Comedy's favorite racist, Ray Highclack. And very excited to be here on a Thursday with you all We were just talking about Pulse just got a new streaming gig doing Pokemon selling on Whatnot, which is dope. By the way, I wanted to talk about this on air.
Are we allowed
It's
to
not
talk about it on
confirmed.
air?
It's not confirmed, but I mean, hopefully.
You got it. You got it. We know you.
Yeah, speak it into existence. Yes.
You're gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. Okay.
Ray, a couple things real quick. Number one, I challenge you to one day do the intro without doing a weird voice. One of these days, you just can use your
I gotta be
normal
broadcasty.
speaking voice.
I gotta be broadcasty.
Do you? WNBC.
WNBC. Say it like Mr. Thomas does behind the cactus.
And I would buy a Ray Highclack, Cleveland's favorite racist comic T-shirt. By the way, I would. Or just one that says just hashtag racist with a Y.
I'll do it.
Another one.
At this point, just out of spite for people that just to spite them, that would be exactly what I do.
The Ray Roberts thing. You just buy a bunch of T-shirts when you're drunk and then just pass them out to people.
Yeah, that's all I'll do. That'll be fine.
Yeah, just hashtag racist with a Y. That'd be pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Name your comedy album, no matter what, just racist with.
Oh man, but yeah, we have Bro Plata, and today we will be talking a little bit about the UFC card in Tampa, because I have questions. And
also, sorry to interject, but I'm gonna have to roll out early. I have Taekwondo practice, but
nice.
I'm down for whatever you guys want to talk about. Also, I just wanted to mention I didn't know that Cleveland y'all have a subway.
I mean,
they're everywhere, man. It's a chain.
It's not a subway, though. I wouldn't consider it a subway.
What is the RTA? It's something about
Rapid Transit Authority or something like that.
Okay.
They're shutting something down.
Are they?
The buses? They're shutting something down. It's not the trains.
Why would they be
you know what?
down the
You know what,
bus?
Pulse? The thing about the trains, I'm not even joking. I didn't know about them until about a year ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
never
I didn't
been on
know
one?
idea. It was maybe 2 years ago, but yeah, recent. Not this summer. The summer before, I was at a baseball game, and one of the guys that came with us lived in the west side of Cleveland and said he took a train. I'm like, there's fucking trains. I had no idea. They had trains. It's not subway really, but it is a train. And,
It's like a train system. Like it takes you downtown to Terminal Tower, and then it'll take you a little bit further out east, like towards like Shaker Heights and all those areas.
It ends in like Brook Park, doesn't it?
Well, no, it ends at the airport. Yeah,
it's
it goes
underground.
Some of it,
Is it?
some of it is, but that's like the ending portions of it. Most of them are.
But it's
just
nothing
train
like-
rail.
Nothing like the system in like New York or Chicago.
No, not at all.
But
And I've never been on those.
I don't like them. I'm not a fan.
I bet.
I mean, I would get used to it, but yeah. One time I got snowed in Vegas, and not Vegas, excuse me. I keep thinking about Vegas. In New York, snowed in one day. I stayed a day longer, and I thought about going to Mike's, but I didn't want to go in the subway by myself. I'm like, I don't know how to operate this. Wasn't like I was nervous as much as I figured I'd get lost.
Yeah. It's supposedly a really easy one. I mean, the one
It
that
probably isn't that difficult. I probably would figure it out in about a week.
I use,
And also, like the internet, it tells you which ones to take and to get. I mean, but
yeah, 2000. I took it for the first time in 2001, or 2021 actually, when I went out to Vegas. That was the first time I ever used it, and probably the last. I will Uber to avoid to get out to avoid the RTA. I don't yell at people on it like some people, but that's
like,
just
honestly, I wasn't there when that happened, so I don't know if he did it
he
or not.
still admitted to it. Fucking weirdo.
If he admitted that, he probably did worse.
Probably.
Is it dangerous or something?
No, not. My buddy was harassing people on the train or something. Not like
He's a drunk dick.
well, not his penis, but like just like he was just ripping on people and whatnot. Apparently, that was the day. Oh yeah, that was the day when I raced him home. I'm like, you take the train, dude. I'm getting an Uber.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Dude.
I did beat him, but not by that much.
Well, yeah, because you're in an automobile. You can get places faster, especially in Lakewood.
The point was, you know, we had to wait for one. I think that was after Bowling for Soup. I think.
Oh,
Anyway, well now he's got a. I haven't asked him about that yet. He's got a number of some guy, just some random dude.
Oh, yeah.
Who drives around. So
fucking strange.
hey, you know what? That'd be great, actually. Yeah, especially if you had. You need to get as like a neighborhood kid who will come pick you up.
Yeah,
Some kid
that
goes to the
is
local
the
high
dream.
school who lives around the corner. Just be like, dude, just come get me.
Oh boy, oh sorry, but yeah, I don't know. I would never. There even at 6 a.m. when I was on it, it was pretty fucking sketch. So I was like,
I've only been on it from like Lakewood to Cleveland. It's not that long. It's like 15 minutes, so it's not that bad. But one time we went, the Cavs playoff game and the Guardians game was letting out at about the exact same time. So that was a pain in the butt because it was packed. Other than that, it's not that bad. It's just, I don't know. I like taking Ubers, and I do. I mean, the price is a lot cheaper. It's like $5 for a day pass. But
yeah.
Did y'all know that y'all have? See, oh, I didn't know, so I'm assuming you guys knew. Y'all have a Greater Cleveland Sports Awards every year.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have my teeth are getting pushed back. I can't speak anymore. We also have the Cleveland Comedy Awards.
Why? Well, y'all got a lot. See, that's why I can't wait, man, because y'all got a lot going on. Y'all got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Y'all got, but no,
it's not that great though.
Well, the thing is, he's one of the few people I've heard who's like overselling Cleveland. Most people undersell it, and they get there like it's a lot better than I thought. If you oversell it, it's different. I have to take a phone call. I'll be right back.
All right, buddy.
No, but the 3 finalists are Guardians third baseman Jose Ramirez, y'all shooting guard Donovan Mitchell, and the cornerback Denzel Ward. So congrats to them. Shouts out to them.
Yeah, you're see with me, I'm a guy who will shit on his hometown because I left you are at where I would rather be to being here. And it's a very weird city, and it's got its charm, but
weird how?
It's a very like if you don't like it, get out of here kind of city. Especially
like everywhere.
No, Cleveland. There are T-shirts made that say Cleveland versus the world, and I don't understand why people have that for a city like this. This isn't a miraculous city. It's not a fantastic city. It's barely, to me, in the top 10 of cities I've seen in person.
Okay, well,
and that includes Pittsburgh.
My theory is they've been, okay, at least sports-wise, they've been on the losing end for so long that they sort of developed that type of
for sure.
But I will say this. Okay, so out of all major U.S. cities, yeah, it's not New York, it's not L.A., Chicago, Houston, okay, but it's like, it's above Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's above, like, you know what I'm saying? People would think of Cleveland before they would think of Orlando, Florida, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
people leave here to go to Orlando a lot.
Okay, you say that, but you do have 3 professional sports teams there, so it's like
barely. I mean, you got the Guardians and the fucking Cavs. There's no football here. There's never been football here.
Y'all are a game away from the Super Bowl. Like, what are you?
Yeah, and fucking Kevin Stefanski blew the fucking shit. Like, oh well.
I mean, okay, well.
And I admit, I am a full-on hater. When you get here, if and when you get here, you may have a different opinion than me. I don't know, but I've lived here so long that it's like Yeah, it's like the movie. There's a line in the movie Slapshot. You can only drink so much and screw so much. It's like I need. That's why I go on vacations now. I get out of here for a week. I'm out.
Okay.
I don't do anything that is Cleveland-y. I don't think about because I'm around people constantly who are just. Tim is one of them. Tim is one of those guys who loves Cleveland, fucking ride or die with everything they do and all that stuff. I get it. But I am an outsider in my hometown. Like I feel like I don't belong here, Tim.
Okay, but what about okay, I hear that. But what about the stand-up comedy scene?
Stand-up comedy scene is one of the best in the country.
Okay.
I would say we're definitely top 10 for stand-up in this, and that's me going to other scenes. Obviously, you got Vegas, you got New York, Chicago. But I think I don't think we're really ranked often as we should be. But I think we have at least top 10 comedy scenes in the country, bar none. Like, I can put Cleveland comedians that I know are murderers up against people in Houston, and Cleveland will, if we don't fucking crush, we'll do fucking amazing.
Okay, but I mean, in terms of who's made it nationwide, other than Drew Carey, who else have I heard of out of Cleveland?
Kim Whitley.
Arsenio Hall is from there.
Arsenio. Ramon Rivas is another one. He was on he had a Comedy Central Presents, lived in LA for a little while. But I mean, Cleveland's that place, man. Cleveland's that place where you either come to live for a little while or you come to die. Like it's a city that grabs you, and either you're like, fuck this shit. I mean, today, Pulse, I'll give you what the temperature was.
Oh boy.
In Cleveland, Ohio.
What was it?
Well, according to my dashboard.
Was it like negative something?
No, but it was close. With the wind chill, probably. It was at least -1 at one point today. Because my beard, I was sweating, and my beard, Tim sent it private. Hold on, let me get him. Why is he not showing up? Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy.
I've been waving like this for 5 minutes.
Oh, I couldn't see you.
I messaged Pulse. I messaged you. I called you. I've just been like doing this. Like,
well, you're back. So
trying to defend Cleveland.
Pulse.
Ray would think of this way about any city that he grew up in.
No,
feel this way. I think you would. I think
no,
because you want to blame it for your shortcomings.
Like 99% of people from this city do. Yes,
that too. People do that.
I was about to say I'm not the only one.
Well, people do that everywhere. I mean, people do that.
Cleveland, though, it's a special suck because it's like I don't know why it's a mixture of the cold and the
cold makes everybody miserable.
Yeah, and it's like then you look outside and you're like, oh, okay, there's some okay architecture, but it's just not. It's not an impressive city. It's not an impressive city compared to like New York or Chicago or Detroit.
No, but the thing is, but I think it's tier 2,
tier 3.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Superman originate there?
Yeah, there's a statue in airport.
No, he's from Akron. The real Superman. And his son.
Did you see Bronny, by the way, is actually going to be going on road games now, and apparently he's advertised for the for the Bay game that they're doing out here. I think Friday or something for the Charge.
Is that one?
He's in the minor leagues, right?
Yeah,
in the minor leagues. Okay.
Yeah, he's for the South Bay, whatever the fuck they're Bashers or some shit, whatever
No,
they're
they're
I
called.
called
was
the Lakers.
wondering whatever happened with that because from what I heard, he like refused to play for him.
Yeah,
Right.
we were talking about that on the show.
Yeah, man. Like, who do you think you are?
Thank you.
But it's a rhetorical question. He's like, I know who I am. I'm LeBron James' son. What do you mean? Who do you think? That's what he would answer if I said that. He'd be like, who do you think you are? I guarantee.
Anyway, Paul, you should come to Cleveland. Is basically what we're trying to do.
Yeah, well,
We're
and
trying to talk you out of it.
I'm not trying to talk
No
him
one
out.
says it's like amazing. It's a Midwest. It's a mid-tier Midwest city. But
Tim,
the thing is, people are usually shitting on it, and that's when you defend it. When people shit on it, you defend it. Not saying that it's amazing, but it does not shit. That's when you defend.
I
You
mean,
defend when you say it's not shit.
just stay off of Euclid. Just stay off of between South Euclid and like where University Hospital's campus is, near Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Euclid. Okay, isn't that where Stipe is originally from?
Yes.
No,
well,
Euclid, the city's good. That's a suburb.
There's parts of Euclid that are great. Once you start getting towards East Cleveland, it starts getting a little sketchy. But like 185th is like a safe. I feel safe on 185th. That although I'm not your normal white boy, so like I'll go into those places and have people look at me. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to have a good time. But like,
can you remind me? Maybe we've spoke about this before. Are y'all familiar with a place called Sawinski Park?
no.
No. Okay. I used to hear Bone Thugs and Harmony talk about it. And so
Okay. Well, yeah. Then that's it. That's an area you might want to not live in if you're thing.
Is that East? Is that East Cleveland? Is that where?
Yeah. Like once you start, it's like East 90. What East 99th mentions a lot of places. In that the hood they grew up in.
They have their own road now. People keep stealing the sign, but yeah,
I know.
they have their own road.
That's where most of the budget is.
Yeah.
That's why they can't fucking film a new or build a new stadium on the fucking lakefront. People they got to pay for Bone Thugs fucking signs.
What's the road called?
I think it's Bone Thugs and Harmony Way
or something like that. Yeah. It's Cleveland. To me, Cleveland is like it's there. Like it exists. It's there. I go into it a lot, and do either pest control, stand up, or go to watch concerts. Like,
I will say this, man, it's not overrated.
It's not. Where it's rated.
If anything, it's underrated. People who haven't been here talk shit about it because they don't know about it. But they go to Cleveland, they're like, that's not nearly as bad as I thought.
We have great dive bars. Like we are a place where you can drink your pain away while being in Cleveland. Like I
recently got introduced to Johnny's Little Bar. That is a pretty great place, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have a beach. So
yeah, and you know what? And for about a month and a half, it's actually legitimate.
Yeah,
only a month.
Dude,
June, July, 2 months maybe. Well, to give you 3.
May if it's not snowing still.
I mean, I wouldn't get in the lake, but it feels like a beach, kind of.
Make sure when you come here, you're updated on all of your inoculations. Like we need to get you vaccinated for every kind of waterborne disease known to man.
Is it that bad?
Take some like horse pills. No,
I mean it's not great. We're not saying it's like malaria ridden, but
it's like if I step in the water, will I see like random syringes just floating by?
Depending on what fucking beach you go to, maybe.
Probably not, because someone would have gathered.
Is there a bad part of Galveston? Like a part of the beach where it's like known for having like heroin needles and fucking shit?
I can't say I've ever seen one. Every time I go there, it's like a Claritin D commercial. It's like it's the most beautiful thing ever, man. It's like seriously. Like I know they've had hurricanes, but every time I've gone, it's never rained.
They go after a hurricane. Yeah.
I'll take you out to Fairport Harbor, Pulse. I'll take you out there and then show you a beach by Simpson's nuclear reactors right in the back, like in the background. That's
what I'm saying. Every time I picture Cleveland, it's from cutaway scenes of the Drew Carey show, and they will always show buildings with those towers with smoke rising out of it. So in my head, I've
Steel
always
mills.
the what?
Steel mills.
Yeah.
Steel mills. Yeah.
They-
So the picture I get of Cleveland, and then
They're operational to this day.
well,
Yeah,
okay,
I
and
mean, they
the
don't
one
blow
time
black smoke anymore.
whenever a few
They do
years
research.
back, whenever the Bulls were playing the Cavs, and they were interviewing Joaquin Noah. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
They were
I remember
interviewing
what you
him
were
after the
talking.
game, and he was talking mad shit about Cleveland. He's like, if you go downtown, it's nothing but factories, and it's like I was like, my man, Joaquin, you're from like some part of France where nobody's even heard of. Like, who are you to talk about?
No. I mean, the downtown's decent, but yeah, there's a lot of factories. Yeah, but he is right. Like, no one takes like a day trip to Cleveland that often, unless they're going for a reason. Like, there's a show there, there's a game or something. But I don't know, man. I enjoy my times at Cleveland.
When you guys showed me,
I have a lot of fun in Cleveland.
Or when you guys told me about the fine dining, and I looked up that place called the Marble Room. That looks like a spot where I just want to see it, even if I don't buy anything to eat.
Yeah, you got to wear like a suit jacket to even dine there.
Yeah, that's
really?
that's real fancy, not just Cleveland fancy. That's fancy.
So you're talking about like a plate minimum charge is like what, $100?
2 maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
they probably serve like swordfish or something.
You're probably gonna spend like $500 if you're on a date there. I'm just in booze, food, and if you try and get fancy and get like apps and shit, you're probably looking at a $500 bill.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, well, I figured that's okay. That's the tops for Cleveland. That's like in Houston.
Oh, I got the menu here. You know what, dude? It's actually like it's not
lobster and stuff.
It's no. I mean, it's normal like high-end steakhouse prices.
Okay.
So I mean,
what normal? What do you mean? Like what's?
I mean, they're like $50-$60 steaks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's doable.
Yeah, the strip, the 14-ounce strip is $62. Yeah, that's not much different than any high-end steak place. But yeah, I mean, you definitely spend a good bit of money. This is like Vegas prices. But yeah, yeah, sushi is like 24 to 37, something like that. Yeah, soup is $15. Yeah, it's definitely not cheap, but it's actually less than I thought it would be. But that's probably the most expensive restaurant in Cleveland. So I keep hearing about this place in the alley on 4th. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. I don't know. Stephen Kwan goes there.
Okay.
Shit, what is it called? Lola's is closed. So what the fuck? What's the name of the fucking?
You got like the House of Blues restaurant is over there. Then you got Hilarities, Pickwick, and Frolic. The club, the one nightclub that's down there. There's like I forget what it's called, but it's actually a pretty cool
Cordelia.
place. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't been there.
Yeah.
But Pulse, I will say, Cleveland has somewhat improved since this.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. Flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit.
I knew that was coming.
We're not Detroit.
I knew that was coming. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Shout out Mike Paul Jr.
Shout
Got the funny
out.
stop this weekend.
No, because I know historically, like that is y'all's main rivals, Detroit. But I gotta say,
No, it's Pittsburgh.
Sports wise, yeah, we'd much rather be Pittsburgh than Detroit.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's the one every.
It's really just
Steelers-
football, though. It's just football.
I'm
baseball
sure you
sometimes, depending on how
You
good
guys
they
would
are.
know
I want to be Pittsburgh, but we only play them 3 games
No,
a year
I'm
now.
talking about Detroit.
Okay.
I want to say Detroit's like a rival.
Well,
of Cleveland.
everyone in the Central we want to beat.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry.
I gotta say, when I was coming up, the Cavs and the Pistons, they always had heated battles. Like they were.
Well, yeah,
they
those
were-
playoff runs with early with LeBron when like
That-
the
that
Pistons were
series-
really going at it was
That first
nuts.
series that LeBron took that shit team to the final, he basically against Detroit, he put that whole team on its back. I think he had like 40 some a game that series. He was unreal.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Raymond, we made a deal. Our baseball teams.
Mm-hmm.
It made me feel better about the Jimenez trade. It made more sense after they got a starting pitcher out of it. And you get longtime Cleveland Guardian Spencer Horwitz. He was with us for about 2 hours.
I know, right? I saw that when I was like, and you just happened to be on at Facebook when it was fucking announced, and I just sent it to you. I'm like, we just talked about this fucking guy. Like, what the hell? Like, I didn't say that, but I just sent it, and I'm like, okay, so we get fucking. Is he good? Is he a decent fucking arm that we can use to actually win games now, or do we just get fucked out of a bunch of people? Because I saw we traded a lot for him.
He's a
Surprised we didn't give Paul fucking Skeens away for him. Yeah.
They need he plays first base and second base. He batted like 260 with like 12 home runs and 40 RBI. Like he's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay. But you gave up Luis Ortiz is very possibly. He's going to be in our rotation. And hopefully that works out.
Yeah.
And then we got two left-handed minor leaguers, like real young guys, like 20, 21. And then we got so basically for Jimenez and Sandlin, we got 3 minor leaguers and Luis L. Ortiz, who will be in our rotation if he's healthy. So and he's 25, he too. So that's
build for the future. Then with him and Paul,
well, that's how they
make him a star.
Figure it out. I don't know. I just hope it's the right move. I do understand it.
It's
the Guardians.
It never is.
I'm talking about the guards.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I don't know. I understand. I just hope it works out. Anyway, so where were we? Cleveland's amazing. Well, Paul should move to the east side and become a king. Pulse, you should go to the east side and clean it up.
No,
Pulse is going to be the savior of the
too
east
much.
side.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all got me kind of concerned. Like,
don't let him concern you. We'll have this conversation without Ray. We'll get other Clevelanders on.
Where I'm at in Euclid, you're somewhat safe. I'm not saying it's fucking 100%. It's probably like 90. I'll give you it in this terms.
You can come down by me.
You are safer here than you are in a lot, and when I mean a lot of neighborhoods in Houston.
Okay, well, see, it's funny you mentioned that. So
there's gang activity up here, but it's not like as bad as it is like maybe in like Houston or Atlanta or someplace like that.
Okay.
It's safer for sure. I feel safe walking down any street in Cleveland, really.
Okay, so you spent part of your early youth in A-Leaf, right?
Mission Bend, but close.
Okay, well, that's on the outskirts of A-Leaf, but
yeah.
Okay, so you know, like A-Leaf, it is a lively neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like it is.
Here's the thing, Pulse. I was in Mission Bend, and apparently when I was a little kid, I was like 4, 5, 6 when I was down there. And we had a fucking Hispanic kid in a diaper, I guess, like a toddler walking around with a fucking machete at some point. I think there was like a shooting near, like outside the high school in Mission Bend, or where one of the schools in Mission Bend.
Yeah.
That shit happened. Like it did. I'm
I
not
was
saying
gonna
it
say,
didn't, but A-Leaf never seemed that terrible in the 90s. Like early to mid 90s. Like my parents never were like, "Oh my god, we need to get the fuck out of here." I mean,
okay, well, Mission Bend might not be so bad, but I rate
it's gotten worse from what I've heard. I've heard it's gotten fucked up big time.
In the midst of the SWAT. SWAT is an acronym. SWAT stands for Southwest A-Leaf, Texas. A-Leaf is a neighborhood in the southwest side of Houston.
Yep, I played T-ball.
I rate that as probably the third worst part of Houston.
Okay.
Only behind number 2, I would put Greenspoint, and number 1, I would put Fifth Ward. It is historically probably the most dangerous.
Fifth Ward's always been one of those like places you'll see on like First 48 and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but in any event, I'm still excited. I have, like I said, and I was going to ask Tim. So Ray said that the weather was, what did you say it was?
Today, with wind chill, it was probably a negative number.
I'm sorry.
But it was, according to my dashboard, at one point, 12 degrees outside.
Sheesh.
Yeah, buddy. So if you're thinking about moving up here, you better get some North Face, Columbia, and wear them all in layers. That's what you got to do.
That's the thing. I have so many jackets that I don't ever get to use.
Have to leave your house.
You have fur? You have a fur coat? Please tell me you have a fur coat.
You have boots with the fur? With the fur?
Wait, do I?
Do you have a fur coat?
Me?
Yes.
No, that's what I want though.
When you were in boxing matches, Pulse?
Okay, no. Listen, do you remember that show Hardcore Pawn?
Yeah, It's out of Detroit.
Yeah, out of Detroit. They used to sell fur jackets, and I was like, bro, no, I don't even know where you could buy a fur down here. They had bear, chinchilla, which I think is like the most expensive. Well, mink, probably mink and
Mink's
chinchilla.
probably the most expensive.
But yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't even know where to like. And don't get me wrong, there's hunters down here, but I wouldn't even know where you could purchase a bear skin coat from.
Probably online at this point.
You want a dead bear? I get you a dead bear.
Get a real fur coat.
I'll get you a dead bear.
We need. Tim could get you bearskin, like almost like.
No,
all he has to do is drive down to a neighbor probably and ask.
Well, we
I saw on Poshmark. This guy had a gray fox. It was a fox with like the actual fox tails on the collar.
Yeah.
Yes, I want that.
I want Pulse when we're like we'll move Tim up here as well and get you situated somewhere.
You just say you want someone to throw paint on him.
Yeah, well, no, I mean he'll believe it or not, he will definitely be welcomed with open arms by a community in Cleveland for sure.
That's not what I was saying. I was talking about the fur coat.
No,
that's what I'm saying. They'll defend the fact that he's wearing it. So
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think PETA would be a thing up there because I feel like up there
they're everywhere. They're
everywhere, dog.
Oh, okay.
But I mean. And again, it's the reason I hate Cleveland the most is the fucking weather. I hate this weather constantly, and it makes it the worst city to live in. I think people should only live here 3 months out of the year. You're here in the summer, that's it, and then it shuts down like that planet in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Cleveland was just ranked by some meteorologists as the second safest city from hard weather, like ridiculous weather.
Who paid them off to say that is my fucking question. When we had spin outs this morning because it was frozen over today.
Yeah, but I mean it's better than tornado country, hurricane country, flood country. That's what
to me it's you can't compare winter weather up here to like a tornado.
Apparently the meteorologists are doing it, right? They have degrees. So
those people those degrees. All right. But like
Ray doesn't believe in education anymore, so we're just
moving on. Education, self-education through
on
history
YouTube.
Next.
You didn't learn it on YouTube. It's not real.
Exactly. But
number one is Akron, by the way, in case you're wondering.
What the most
safest from extreme weather? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but again, they're not taking into account.
I heard that. I'm like, you're not just lumping them together.
It's like wintertime
No,
here is
sucks.
terrible.
And Pulse, even if you like the cold and you're fine with the cold, the first
Mhm.
time that your plans are ruined by snow, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck did I do this for?" That's what it is.
Well,
That's
no, he
what I
lives
hate
in
the most.
Houston. He's
The
had
cold is one thing.
snow before where it's ruined his day because there's no
There's
salt
one
truck.
flake on the ground,
Yeah.
shut down 45. But yeah, it's not. I don't cold. I mean, it sucks, but as long as your heat's working, it's all right. It's just when you can't drive anywhere because it's dangerous. That's what fucking sucks. Like you
Yeah,
have
when it's
plans
like
and the roads are terrible.
-8.
That's what I'm saying.
like,
Okay, so like, are the roads ever so slippery that they'll just
Yes.
tell you stay home?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, they
Okay. Is it mandatory? Like, is it like, do they make you?
no.
I mean, it's
No.
not like we're under some kind of like martial law or something.
This
It's
is a COVID.
well, yeah. I mean,
But
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
recently,
Like, whenever,
they canceled school one day last week because it was icy.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Whenever Corona was popping, like they made people stay. Like
Mm-mm.
it was a mandate. You could not be out on the street. Like,
it's more of
No.
a recommendation.
Yeah.
Do at your own risk if you're gonna go somewhere. Because I mean, people you have
They
to
say,
also
they
put
say
in
that so
human error.
ODOT's off the hook. That's what they
Yeah.
say. That like we told you not to go, man. We can't get the
You
snow plows
gotta
everywhere.
account for human error. You have to at that point. Like especially, dude, with people the way they drive sometimes when it's like a blizzard and everything, and they're going like 70 miles an hour just because they have a Jeep and snow tires, and they think they're fucking gonna be able to get through.
3 miles on the road, you see them in a ditch.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing I can always say is just go low or just drive slow in the fucking shit, and you'll be fine.
And driving in snow is definitely an acquired skill.
I
I got a wreck in my first winter driving because I just, I've never did it before, and I wasn't smart, and I got on the hill and I slipped and ran into somebody. But
me and Tim will teach you. We'll take you on a winter driving course once it gets bad. We'll set up cones.
Bring them down here to T County, where like most of the back roads are not untouched.
I was about to say, yeah, you guys down there, fucking.
Do y'all like salt the sidewalks and everything?
Salt sidewalks and the streets too. I mean, they'll do anti-icing shit too.
Usually, I will say this: usually, most towns do a pretty half decent job of, they plow and they salt and they,
Yeah. It as long as you're just on your shit, you're good.
Honestly, and the last handful of winters, we haven't had that many bad days.
We haven't, but like days like this are days I curse like my beard, dude. I was sweating, Tim. I was sweating in my coat because I'm like layered up, and my beard was fucking freezing from the wind chill. It was bad. Like it started to hurt, and luckily I got inside before it really started to do any damage. But it hurt for a minute, dude.
Before Pulse leaves, I had a game I wanted to do.
Okay.
I like games.
Like games?
Like games.
This is good because I don't know if you guys remember. You guys remember the time about a month or so ago when you both left me hanging? You remember that? Neither of you told me you weren't going to be here, and I did the show by myself, not knowing that I was going to be the only one. You guys left me in the cold, and I told you there would be consequences. Remember this?
I can't say I recall that, but are you about to leave?
Leave? No, I'm not leaving. No. This game is your punishment.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys are good. You're not going to like this. It's going to be good for entertainment purposes because you're not going to like this. But this is what you get for leaving me. Today, everyone, the first ever Bro Plata spelling bee.
Okay.
Yeah, get excited. Get excited. Bro Plata spelling bee. It's happening.
I've already made a banner for it. It was right here.
There you go. Now, I kind of thought of a couple different ways to do this, but I think we're going to do this. We're going to do this spelling bee style, meaning I'm going to give you.
Don't give me something hard like chrysanthemum or something like that. Like,
these are all words you mostly use. These words. I mean, these are not like national spelling bee words. But I probably wouldn't do too good on this, to be honest with you. But I'm going to pretend like I know them all. How How we're going to do this is I'm going to give you one of you a word. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, the other person can steal the point.
Okay.
So let me keep a score here. Paul, I'm going to let you pick. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. All right, here we go. You got your 12 words in total. Word number 1 for Pulse here. Pulse, your word is embarrass. Embarrass.
Oh gosh. This is what, if I get this wrong.
Tim is trying to embarrass you with the spelling bee.
I'm going to be if I get this wrong. Okay. It's like I'm back in junior high. You remember you remember in your junior high and like the teacher calls you to the front and she like makes you read something?
I would just put my head down and just like motor through it. I was that kid. It was just like I want to get this done as fast as possible. Let's speed read, bitch.
Okay, embarrassed.
Embarrass and embarrass
without the ed.
Without the okay. We're gonna go with EMBARESS. Embarrass.
That is incorrect. Raymond, you can now steal the point.
And Pulse has lost his mind. He's gone crazy.
This was the goal of this, by the way. So far, so good. Ray, what are you looking at, by the way? Don't you be cheating.
I'm looking at the stream over here.
Okay. All right.
I have no windows open.
I believe you. All right. You embarrass.
Country of origin?
Tahiti?
Use it in a sentence?
I already did. Tim's doing a spelling bee.
I request it. It's
Tim's doing a spelling bee in hopes to embarrass you.
Embarrass. EMBARASS. Embarrass.
You are incorrect. No points for either of you. The correct spelling of embarrass is EMBARRASS. There's 2 R's in there. Yeah. Okay, so no points. Number 2, Raymond, this is your word.
Okay.
Raymond, your word is occurrence.
Occurrence.
Bro Plata is a bi-weekly occurrence.
OCC URANCE.
That is incorrect.
What?
Pulse, you now steal. The word is occurrence.
Occurrence. O-C. I'm thinking of like Cardi B. Occur. O-C-C. If I've already failed, let's just put me out of my perform the coup de grace. O-C-C.
That's not how it works.
Okay. Occurrence. Occur. Okay. O-C-C-U-R-A-N-C-E.
That is incorrect.
It's an E, isn't it?
So far, this has been so good. Occurrence is spelled O-C-C-U-R-R-E-N-C-E. Occurrence.
Okay.
Word number 3 is now Pulse's turn. Pulse, your word is perseverance.
Oh, God.
Perseverance.
Jeez Louise.
I use my phone to autocorrect that, actually.
Perseverance. Perseverence.
That is incorrect. Raymond, Perseverance for the steal. Perseverance.
Perseverance. Perseverence.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Perseverance is spelled Perseverance. You put an extra R in there. And also you
Okay.
put it's ANCE at the end. All right, no points so far, so good. This has been fun. All right.
Eat shit, Tim. Shit.
Listen, this is what you get for leaving me hanging.
I can't Pulse's comment for himself. I can't spell words good.
All right, so it's Raymond's turn, correct? Yes.
Yes.
Raymond, your word is vacuum.
Oh, vacuum is VACCUM.
That is incorrect. Pulse for the steal, vacuum.
Oh, VAC. Wait, I could have sworn Ray just got it. Okay, if he got it right, wrong, then okay. VACCUME.
That is incorrect. Vacuum is spelled VACUUM. Back-to-back U's in there.
You really did some research for this, Tim. You really thought.
Dude, I got this shit on ChatGPT. I asked them, like, hey, I got two dudes in their mid-30s to do
You
a
trust
spelling bee. What do they got?
ChatGPT?
We talk all the time, dude. I've been talking with Gemini too. Me and Gemini.
Oh no! I have a bit about that I wrote where I got a notification that says "Talk your problems out with Gemini," and my first thought was, "Fuck
you're gonna be
no!"
the first person
What are you
to get
doing?
AI to kill itself.
Oh, it will happen. It will. Somebody will.
Ray becomes world hero by getting AI to kill itself.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is that part of the bit? That'd be funny. Anyway.
No, but I will use that from now on. I will definitely use that now.
Go right ahead. Pulse. This is word number 5. Pulse, your word is accommodate. Accommodate.
Okay. ACCOMDATE. Accommodate.
That is incorrect. Raymond, you can now steal. The word is accommodate.
ACCOMEDATE.
That is incorrect.
Motherfucker.
You're both over 5 so far. The correct spelling of accommodate is ACCOMMODATE. Oh
God.
Accommodate.
I hate you, Tim. I hate you so much.
We're
We're gonna go like to fit. We're gonna go to like 30. Pulse is gonna be late for his taekwondo.
I feel like this is one you could probably get. Number 6, Raymond, it's your turn. Your word, Raymond, is questionnaire.
Oh, man.
QUESTIONARE.
That is incorrect. Pulse, you can now steal for the point. The word is questionnaire.
QUESTONAIRRE.
That is also incorrect. The correct spelling of questionnaire is QUESTIONNAIRE. Questionnaire.
Motherfucker.
Number 7.
I swear I graduated high school, and I wasn't held back or nothing.
Next one. Pulse, your word is millennium.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Millennium.
So my favorite Robbie, what's his name? Robbie, he's British singer.
Lawler?
No, Robbie
Williams.
Yeah, Robbie Williams' song is Millennium.
Dude, you got to go Angel. Angel's an amazing song.
It is.
Angels.
Wasn't that also the name of a Mazda?
Maybe. Are you looking up? Are you cheating here?
No.
Okay.
I
Your
just
word
gotta
is
learn.
millennium. All right, I believe you.
I just got to learn. Okay, millennium. Millennium. MILLINEUM. Millennium.
That is incorrect. Raymond, you can now steal for the point. The word is millennium.
Millennium, MILL.
You glitched. I didn't hear your whole spelling, but you did get it wrong before it glitched. So
Okay.
you're incorrect. The correct spelling of millennium is MILLENNIUM. Millennium.
Fucking those double letters in there is like where it really kind of
that's why I
throws
feel
you.
like
0 for 7 so far. Now we go to number 8.
Okay.
Number 8, Raymond, it's your turn. Your word, Raymond, is mischievous. Mischievous.
MISCH IE. Did I say V? MISH or MISCH IE VIOS.
That is incorrect. Pulse, you can now steal for the point. The word is mischievous.
Mischievous. MISCH.
Why? Look up, Pulse. There.
Oh,
No, I just look at the camera.
Oh, okay.
I saw you looking down. I'm like,
No, that's just how I think.
okay.
MISCH EAVOUS.
That is also incorrect. Raymond, I actually thought you were going to get it. You were close. MISCHIEVOUS.
VOUS. I added an E, didn't
Mischievous.
I? Yeah.
There you go. All right, 8 down, 4 more to go, and the score is 0-0. Riveting game. And now we go. Number 9, it is Pulse's turn. Pulse, your word is bureaucracy.
Oh, man.
Bureaucracy.
America is one big bureaucracy.
This is like that snow game where the Bears played the Steelers and it ended in three.
No, because they got on the board.
Yeah, they scored a field goal. They scored a field goal and that one. Okay,
this is a 0-0 Premier League game.
Pretty much.
Bureaucracy. Oh, sheesh. Bureaucracy. B U Aura B U R
Aura
B U R your A C R A CY?
That is incorrect. Raymond, you can now steal for the point. The word is bureaucracy.
BUEARO C-R-A-C-Y.
Also incorrect. The correct spelling of bureaucracy is B-U-R-E-A-U-C-R-A-C-Y. Bureaucracy. Raymond, it's your turn.
Okay.
I think maybe you can get this one. Your word is colonel. I will define it. The military one, the rank in the military, the colonel, like you lieutenant colonel, that kind of colonel, military colonel. Colonel.
Isn't it? Isn't it fucked up where it's like CONLNOL or something like that?
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I think I always see it fucked up in my head for some reason.
That is incorrect. Pulse, you can now steal for the point. Unless you're texting your military friends.
No, go for it.
No, the word is colonel.
Oh, colonel.
Like the military one.
Sure.
Not the rank.
Oh, not the popcorn?
Not the popcorn.
Damn. Can I give the abbreviation CO period?
No, you cannot.
Good
try though.
Colonel Guile. Colonel. Yeah. Sonic Boom. Okay, Colonel. C-O. I know it's spelled funny, like one of the letters is silent. Okay, C-O. C-O-L. E-L-N-E-L.
That's incorrect. You were kind of close though. It was C-O-L-O-N-E-L. It's like colon.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew the R was
colon,
okay.
E-L. Yeah.
Yeah, the EL is what fucked me up.
All right, Pulse. We've got 2 words left. Maybe somebody can get on the board here. Here we go, man. Your word is handkerchief. Handkerchief.
It's a true statement today, guys. This
handkerchief.
is the dumbest I've ever felt.
Mission accomplished. Handkerchief. I do think, like, I got the list of words, and I looked at them. I picked like the hardest ones because I'm like, oh, they'll definitely get those. But I guess I overestimated a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I haven't.
To be honest, though, I probably only gotten a couple
decades.
of these too. I'm pretty confident I would have got a couple of these, but not all of them.
Oh.
Anyway, handkerchief, Pulse. Handkerchief. How many times do I have to say it?
He's having a
Handkerchief.
panic attack right now.
Yes. Is he having a stroke? Did we break him?
Pulse, are you okay?
You okay,
Oh,
bud?
it's on me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
handkerchief.
okay, my bad. Okay, bet. Handkerchief. H-A-N-D.
Oh boy.
N-D.
Hold on. Start over again. You start over again.
My bad.
Handkerchief.
Handkerchief. H-A-N-D-K-E-R-C-H-I-E-F. Handkerchief.
That is correct. Pulse is on the board. Look at that. He did it in stoppage time. Got one past the keeper. Good job, buddy. Good job.
I'm proud of myself.
Raymond, you can now tie the game up.
With
your
Good
word.
luck.
So basically what this is, if Ray gets this wrong, Pulse doesn't even have to try. He wins. If Ray does not get this correct. And dude, this is one, I think you can get this one. I have faith in you. Pulse, Raymond, whoever you are, this guy, Raymond, your word to tie up the game is Acknowledgement.
Ooh.
Acknowledgement.
Ooh.
ACKNOWLEDGEMENT.
You were so close.
Oh!
It's incorrect. You added an extra E. After the G, there's not an extra E. You added it is ACKNOWLEDGMENT. The winner of the first ever. And if you guys never let me hang in again, the only in the history of Bro Plata is Pulse. Congratulations.
Woo! Pulse.
One correct spelling in 12 words, everybody.
I know, right? That's like
Yeah.
being valedictorian of summer school. But
But that was everything I wanted it to be. So, yeah.
Eat shit, Tim. Eat shit.
Don't leave me hanging.
I slept. I overslept. I'm sorry.
It's fun. It's fun. I don't actually care, but this was for the show. This was for the show, and I think it was good.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Next time I'll make it slightly easier, but yeah.
Let me take down this banner. All right. If Pulse is leaving, also, I kind of want to talk about Colby versus Joaquin.
oh, has that been finalized?
It's this
That's
weekend.
Saturday. It's Saturday.
Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yes, in Tampa,
That's
Florida.
The main event in Tampa.
Ooh,
Where the fuck are they doing in Tampa? They have a building that isn't wrecked?
Bro, you mean to tell me I get my wish? So back to back, Ian Gary loses and Colby Covington's about to get slept? Man, this is about to be the best week ever. Y'all remember when
I don't know about that.
best week ever?
Hey, first of all, I was more right than you about Ian Gary. I told you he wasn't going to suck. I also said he wasn't going to win, so I was right. He didn't suck and he didn't win. This is my take on this fight, Buckley Covington. It's not very long. I'll just do it right now. Get it over with. If Colby Covington still gives a shit about fighting, if this is still what he wants to do, if he still loves it, he will win. If he's got one foot out the door, doesn't give a fuck, thinks this fight is beneath him, he's gonna get his ass beat. That's it. So, I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna use his wrestling and get Buckley. Probably grind him out. It will not be exciting. It will be boring. He will win a decision in 5 rounds.
It would be the safe bet to take Buckley down, but
by being a better wrestler than Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Colby Covington comes in not giving a fuck, he's gonna have a hard time. He's gonna have a real hard time. I'm assuming he's the favorite, Covington.
I just want to say this, okay, before I leave.
It's actually the underdog.
Who is?
Colby. Oh, look at that.
I believe it. The momentum is a real thing, and Buckley has that. Okay,
man,
let me
maybe
just
I'll
say this.
have to 2-1. Ooh.
Leon Edwards.
I'd put that in a parlay.
Leon Rocky Edwards.
2-1. Don't need a parlay.
He laid the blueprint on how you beat him. Okay, he's gonna thwart his wrestling. He's gonna do what Woodley couldn't do. And after he knocked out Wonder Boy, he's gonna knock Colby Covington clean out. This might be Covington's retirement fight.
Raymond, can you do me a favor and go down to the W's for Buckley and let's just see who these people he beat were.
All right, let's start in 2003 or 2023.
Oh, okay, I was gonna actually to start the other way, but that's fine. Let's start from the most recent.
All right.
Okay, Wonder Boy. Okay, who's next?
All right. Hold on.
That was a great fight.
He lost to Kevin Holland.
Rezabavu. Okay, next. Luke.
Highlight reel against Impa Kasangane. That's one of the greatest knockouts of all time.
And then Alex
Morano. So my point is, he's never faced a wrestler like Colby Covington.
I mean, look at Leon Edwards beat him, unanimous decision.
Kamaru Usman knocked him out, which Buckley has knockout power in spades.
Yeah, that one right there.
I mean, it's a pretty simple. If he stops the takedown, he wins the fight, Buckley. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's basically it. He's never faced a guy who can wrestle like Covington that I know of. So I think unless Covington has one foot out the door and doesn't give a fuck anymore, I think Covington will win. Now, would I like to see Buckley beat his ass? 100% yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Luckily, Ray will not be in Tampa to bother Buckley when he's trying to go get a sandwich or something. After
Hey,
Ray
my
wins.
friend Joaquin and I had a great conversation at the shops.
Hey, man. Hey, I will say this. After you took a picture with him, guy's career blew up, didn't it?
Yeah.
He went on a tear ever since
It's
you
the
took a picture.
Robo Plata rub. I mean, I got
It's crazy
photo.
how big of how many people were trying to, like, there was a swarm of people around him, and he wasn't even winning then.
No.
He did have the knockout, the impa
Yeah.
knockout, but other than that, dude, he wasn't winning.
I was about to say he's like a folk hero to like MMA fans just because of that mule kick that he gave years ago during the pandemic. I mean,
listen, if I didn't know,
What if
it
Colby
wasn't-
Covington?
I
I'm
didn't
just
know it
gonna throw
wasn't
this
fake.
out
I
there.
think it was
As
fake.
far
What?
fetched as it is, what if Colby Covington knocks him out?
Good for him.
big win for Colby Covington, proving
Standing
the fact
ovation.
that
If that happens,
Yep.
David Duke will be watching the replay of it with his pants around his ankles.
I was going to say, if he knocks out Buckley, he's getting a title shot the next day.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah. This is Joaquin's shot into like the like really high competition for sure.
No, but you know what? You joke, but you make a joke, but no, it really is. If he would have knocked out Buckley in the first round, they're gonna tell Shafkat, sorry, buddy.
No,
but
the rewards are definitely different for Colby in this fight than they are for Buckley.
no, he's like Holly Holm. He's
Buckley
always
is about where he is anyway. He's going to start getting top 7, top 10. He'll get a top 5 guy probably next. Colby Covington will get a title shot. So,
Yeah. Dana will make him interim champion overnight if he beats Joaquin.
automatically. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, it was an interim championship belt.
Yeah, that and it's now Colby's, and he is taking on.
No. He probably would do that. Just bring it in the cage and be like, yeah. My bad. Yeah,
That's one of those things we talk shit about. But the thing is, honestly, I probably would give Colby those shots too. He sells tickets, man. It is.
He does.
Same thing I say about, like, if I owned a comedy club, I would have booked Stormy Daniels, man. I'd book the sitcom star. I would.
I'm just gonna say this. Let's be real. He's not gonna knock him out. But if he wins and gets a title shot, a title match between him and Bilal Muhammad is probably the most boring of thing that you.
You're
can
right.
do.
It's awful.
Oh, you thought this past year was
the
bad?
build up would be good. It'd be a good build up. There'd be some good press conferences, but after that, no, you're right. That'd be the most boring fight of all time. Yeah, I'll tell you, one of my favorite fights I ever saw was Joaquin Buckley's first fight against Kevin Holland. That's an amazing fight. If you haven't watched that fight, go back and watch it. It's a great fight.
No, it really was. I got a jet, y'all. I'll see y'all Tuesday.
All right,
Paul.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Love you, buddy. But yeah, man, I agree with you. If Colby comes out and actually gives a fuck, like Bilal will be like stripped of the belt probably, and Colby will fight for the vacant title. Like it's
if he looks like even a little bit good,
if he looks like me on steroids, then he's gonna fucking be like fighting for a belt. Toot sweet. Probably in a couple of weeks in January.
You see, there's a new company that just signed a bunch of old UFC guys.
No.
Yeah, shit. What is it called? I mean, some of these guys are like they're still fighting. Like they put Rashad Evans on the roster, Woodley's on the roster.
Good Lord! Did you see? Oh, there was a big signing apparently for the PFL. PFL coming up in the world. Sage fucking Northcutt is coming back to the States. I like it.
10 former UFC champions were signed to the Global Fight League.
Oh God, the GFL.
Yeah, I think it'd get better with these fucking names, man.
They never can. Like after you go to the Ultimate Fighting
I'm the only one
Championship,
that thinks Conquest is an amazing name, just fucking sitting there.
It's a good name. I think it's a good name.
I think it's a great fucking name.
Yeah,
I'm playing for Conquest. It's a fucking. How has no one else jumped on this? Is there something else that I know? Maybe I know there's just like a Conquest media company or something. You can still make it.
What's his face? The Booker.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea who's involved with this.
Who is the he just got fired from Bellator.
Scott Coker?
Yeah, Scott Coker, is he
I don't know.
involved in this? I guarantee you he's probably like, I can do it. Give me the Brinks truck.
I don't see his name.
That
But
fucking
here
failure.
are some guys who have signed with the GFL.
Okay.
Tyron Woodley
Okay.
for BCO Verdum. Anthony
How old is
Pettis.
he?
What? No, they're
How
all.
old is Verdum?
I know. Let me go through this list and then we'll talk about how old they are because a lot of these guys are old. Anthony Pettis, Alexi Olenek,
Oh God.
Junior Dos Santos.
All right.
A lot of old heavyweights here. Hector Lombard,
Oh God. Okay.
Luke Rockhold.
No. He's not allowed to fight anymore. He can't.
Dude, you think there's another one? Why is he fighting on here?
Man.
Another one. Alir Latifi.
Okay.
That
That one's okay.
Abubakar Nurmagomedov.
Bless you.
You need a new job.
I know it bothers you. That's why I do.
Another one, dude. How old is this guy? Vanderlei Silva.
No,
The thing
he's
is,
got to
if
be
they
like
put-
a
if they put him-
coach or
If they put
something.
him with another guy who's that age and get like a legends fight,
Yeah.
and it's basically
like a
like play patty cake, and everyone's like, I got to see him fight. I get
I was
it.
about to say, do like a Masters division or something like that.
Alex Gustafsson.
Oh God, I thought he was still
Yeah.
in a contract in the UFC.
Yes, not Thiago Santos.
Hey, Johnny Smith. Okay.
Another guy that I didn't know was not with the UFC. Andre Arlovski. Sign him up.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Lucas Martins. I don't know who that is.
who's booking this?
Gabriel Souza. Oh, that's Jacare. Yeah, Jacare.
Yeah.
Jacare Souza.
Okay.
Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee's got fight in him yet. Kevin Lee. This is the one I'm like, are you serious? Frank Mir.
He's still cogent.
Apparently they're going to get him in the cage.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know. I mean, they're on a contract with it. They don't expect some of these guys to fight. I have no idea.
Yeah. This is weird. This sounds
But,
like some.
but you know what, though? If you put Vanderlei and Frank Mir together now, I'd be like, all right, yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd be all right. Just let them patty cake it all. And By Nguyen, I don't know who that is. By Nguyen. I don't know who that is either. Charles Rosa.
Okay.
Alan Belcher
God.
with his Kim Jong-un tattoo.
Yeah.
Jeremy Stevens, little heathen. Jeremy Stevens.
Wow.
Marlon Morales.
Moraes.
Benson Henderson.
Now you've got me like.
I don't know this guy. Gregor Musasi.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I saw his last UFC appearance.
Dude, Polaris.
Paul Harris
I said it right.
said Polaris.
Razamar Polaris. Francisco Trinaldo. That guy's like 50. Oh, here's another one you're going to love. Ready? You're going to love this one. Greg Hardy.
Oh, somebody's finally giving him a shot, huh?
Don't know that one. Oh, Ohio State guy, Lance Palmer.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Bubba Jenkins. Popcorn hair himself, Phil Haas.
Philly Haas, please come in with full dye job. I want to see some fucking hair fly.
Rebellis Despaigne. I don't know how you say his name, but he's fought at USC. I saw him fight. Marcus Perez.
Well, first of all,
Redimundo
this fucking
Batista.
website sucks ass. Like,
Well, they
I'm
signed these
looking
guys.
into buying a
Hold on, let me
website-
finish my list. I'm almost done. Pedro Carvalho,
Okay.
Cameron Else, Jimmy Rivera, Tanner Bosner, the old with his mullet, John McDessie, Felipe Lins, Sidney Outlaw, Will Brooks, Andre Harrison, and Yaa Cabral. There of the people we know, about half of them you think still have fight in them for sure. Some of these guys, you're like, there's no way.
So I have the
But,
website up.
You know, Pettis still has fighting them. Lance Palmer, Kevin Lee for sure. Yeah, a lot of these guys still have fighting them. Like I'm curious, man. All we know about this league so far is who they signed. I know nothing else.
Well, here's the website, Tim. I
Okay.
found the website. While
Terrible
you were
name, by the way.
It is. The Global Fighting League, the future begins here.
At least go with like alliance or association or something.
Well, I was reading while you were pontificating. No Randy Couture. No, they couldn't. They couldn't make that happen, Johnny.
Not surprised Chuck Liddell was in them.
Yeah. The GFL revolutionizing combat sports with a global team-based league that shares 50% of the revenue with the fighter and prioritizes their health, wellness, and retirement. The groundbreaking league unites fans, fighters, creating MMA's most passionate community. So this league is going to be gone within the next, I'm going to say, before the event even begins.
GFL, listen, if you're listening, we will cut this part, the Ray just talking shit. We'll cut it out, right? You give us some money, we will fucking push you.
If you pay me, I will talk.
We will push you like you're the only league around.
Don't get me wrong. If you pay us, you're the greatest thing. You're gonna be fine.
We'll even sign an NDA.
Work.
NDA. We won't tell people that you paid us. We'll just pretend.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm down for
we're not going to talk about the UFC. We're only talking about the GFL. Now it's a team base. It's like a team format. I don't like that. I'll tell you why. PFL tries to do a format with the tournaments, and no one gives a fuck. People only care about the fights. The team thing is silly. That seems silly. To me.
I don't get the whole team.
I don't get that either. Just give good matchups. Unless you bookend it or you pair it with a reality show or something where you get us to care about the team somehow.
Well, this is what's weird. It says the top 50 fighters are draft eligible.
Can we sponsor a team? That's what I want to know.
To be honest with you, I'm hoping once we scroll down, there's an application for teams.
Team Bro Plata.
Meet the most followed and highly anticipated fighters eligible for the GFL draft. The stage is set for a new era in combat sports. Who will be the first pick?
I don't think anyone's going to care about this team thing, honestly, unless you figure out a way to get them to.
Yeah, and then all the guys you said were right here.
Yeah, that's the list I just read from.
Yeah, Will Brooks. Felipe Lins.
Tell you what, man, there was a legitimate heavyweight division in there, though.
Jimmy Rivera.
There's a real heavyweight division in that list.
Huh.
I mean, some of them, they're over the hill, but I mean, I think there's watchable fights in a lot of that. You know whose name I didn't see, and I'm a little disappointed. Roy Nelson. If you're getting all these old heavyweights, where's old Roy? Where's Big Country?
I'm trying to see here. Yeah, there's.
How much money? Surprised. Is Stipe coming over?
You know what? I would create the Cleveland team and make it around him if that was the case. Not gonna lie to you.
Can they do that too? Can each team be in a city and there's home and away games?
Probably.
That'd be fun.
But the draft is your path to greatness, is what it's saying.
If they did it that way, if they had duels in cities, like it's like wrestling, they have duels, and they had them in cities, that'd be fun. Like if there's a Pittsburgh team and a Cleveland team, and hey, we're doing our best guy in each weight class against your best guy in each weight class. We're doing it at Rocket Mortgage. That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. If it took off.
I mean, yeah, I'd be pulling for Team Cleveland. That'd be cool. I would like that actually.
Yeah,
that might work. Maybe.
The GFL draft is where careers are forged and greatness begins. And then it's like
I need to know more about the teams.
42 days
when the draft is.
Stay in the know. So there's just like a fucking thing to get like received behind the scenes content and all that stuff. Announcing
get someone who works for them.
Possibly. I mean, there is a contact, so I'll hit them up.
Do it. It's like, hey, we'll take an intern as long as they know the answers to our questions.
See, here's my problem. Here's the problem right here. you're not going to be able to sustain that. You're just not year over year unless you have a consistent merchandising fucking thing.
Well,
who knows what that is?
Well, if
But,
your
like,
goal isn't to be rich, it's just to keep it going for a while. That's possible.
It's possible, but
I'm
it's
also
not
curious.
sustainable.
I have so many questions. Like who is the GFL? Who's running it? Where's the money coming from? All of those things. Is it Saudi money? Who is it? Where do they plan on having? All right, Mississippi, but our mission to build a work. Okay, what else? Is that all we got? I need to know more.
For the first time in the history of combat sports, not true. The GFL is implementing a true team-based league model for MMA. You're not the first.
You've been doing it in Russia for years.
Well, no. Remember Chuck Norris?
Ultimate Fighter.
Well, no, not even the Ultimate Fighter. But do you remember that one league that was like Chuck Norris had a team and?
Oh no, but I believe you.
Yeah, Boz Rutan had a team.
So I bet some of those guys on the list have to be coaches, right? Or
probably could be. GFL athletes become true equitable partners. Again, it's just anytime I see that. All event revenue sources going directly to them again. Who is putting this together?
Do you think they called Pat Miletich? Because if they did, I want to know.
Possibly.
I'm going to text Pat and ask him.
And they're adding an 8% contribution of each athlete's purse into a retirement fund. That's not going to go bad at all. And a 2% contribution going towards insurance. I like that. 2% doesn't sound that bad.
None of this are bad ideas if it works. Oh, these are all great ideas if it works.
2%, depending on if they start really putting in revenue, can be about $2,000. So it's not that bad. So
if it works, it's a great idea. If it works.
If it works. That's the caveat here. Leadership team. Here's the owner of this. Let me kind of
you know what? By looking at this picture, I'm already not I'm not buying it.
Darren has 16 years of experience founding and growing multiple organizations globally. Okay. Promoting, matchmaking, producing live events for NBC, CBS, IMG, and Fox Sports Asia.
That's a good resume, actually. But
that's a good resume, but seems a little Arun Harimi. He's a co-founder, experienced business transformation event management, solution architecture, whatever that means, engineering, and I'm not even going to say that, with global delivery for large enterprises and build innovative products. Okay, so he's the money man, it seems.
Again, like I say this with every other organization that comes up. I hope it works very much. So I hope it goes great, because I am on the side of the fighters, and if in competition, it's 100% better for the fighters. It's so much better for the fighters if there are other legitimate places to go.
Yeah,
other than the UFC. Can we get Andrew Law on the draft list?
I would love that in the next draft. Yes, we should sponsor him to be in that draft. Scott Parker is the I don't know, chief. I have no idea.
Most recently, the launch of the XFL.
I was about to say that gives me pause.
Well, Pepsi and Disney are pretty good companies.
Global X Games too, so he did some stuff.
Good resume as well.
Good resume. These are the three guys that are running the GFL. This is definitely the money guy. This is the guy who's like, he's going to back a lot of this. I guarantee you, especially if he built like innovative products and stuff, he's got probably some money to burn. And he picked Darren and Mark to run the whole thing.
I'm sure they have some idea of how they're going to broadcast these things.
And Mr. Owen, we may be shitting on the idea, but I want to also say this.
I'm not really shitting on. I hope I'm wrong. I 100% hope this goes awesome, because it's better for the fighters if it goes awesome. Especially with this format, the way they're doing with the money, I 100% hope it blows the fuck up. I really hope so. I really hope people get into the team thing. I don't think they will because I don't think it will work, but I hope I'm wrong for their sake.
But I do need to say you do have an open invitation to come on and answer any questions if you like, or if you'd like to send an intern. We do have questions about the GFL that the website is not really answering. You answered a lot of it, but like, again, I don't, and it's not, and it's nothing against them. It's just, I have watched MMA companies come into existence all the time, pretty much saying these, champagne wishes and rosé dreams that you're given for the future of mixed martial arts. You're giving legends paychecks, which is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on any of that. It's just the business model of mixed martial arts is so insane that only guys like Dana White really have figured out how to make the most amount of money on God's green earth that anybody can ever make.
Well, they are without a doubt the best marketers.
Yeah. And that's something they really have to do. The chief marketing officer needs to get real good with that.
And I think that's why they're doing this gimmick of the team thing. They hope that helps. Like, I mean, if they're thinking about doing it in cities, I think that's a good idea. And this being like, yeah, dude, when Cleveland versus Pittsburgh, they were going to do one in Cleveland, we're going to do one in Pittsburgh. I mean, that'd be fucking sweet.
Sure. I mean, again, I'll believe it when I see it. When it comes to new organizations in any form of combat sports coming up, you always kind of look at them and you're just like, I don't know, dog.
I definitely like a thing where it's like, well, maybe it's a primetime show when it's like, hey, we got 5 fights. We got 5 weight divisions. Whoever wins 3 out of 5 wins the duel, like that, and gets team points.
Yeah, that would work.
I like that idea. And I hope that's what they're doing. And I think, but no one's going to care about the teams if you're just like, this is Team Vanderlei, this is Team Mir. I'm like, no one really cares that much.
Yeah,
but again, if you did it like, this is Cleveland's team, this is Pittsburgh's team, Chicago's team, New York's team, that'd be different. Give somebody to, because automatically I'm like, Cleveland has a team? Fuck yeah. But go Cleveland. Fuck yeah. And that's the way I would do it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
And it might be, they would also have to pick the cities where it's easiest to get events done. So although I'm pretty sure Chuck Haskell would work with them. So I think Ohio would probably be a decent place to do it. But
do you remember the International Fight League?
No.
It was on like FS. It was on like Fox Sports and like
I remember Elite XC.
God. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the teams were. What were the teams? I have to find these fucking. Yeah, like Chuck Norris had a team. Wizard Magazine, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it was they wanted mixed martial arts who were inspired by, or they were inspired to make the IFL off of the Smashing Machine documentary with Mark Kerr.
The GFL?
The IFL.
Oh, IFL. Oh.
But yeah, they had like shit. Oh yeah, here they are. It was the Quad City Silverbacks, the Los Angeles Anacondas, the Seattle Tiger Sharks, New York Pit Bulls.
So this has been done before.
Yes,
okay,
it absolutely.
Maybe it won't work.
That's why I'm like, I want to get one of the guys on.
But you gotta pick sports hungry cities, man. LA, Miami, that's a fucking no. They don't give a fuck about sports.
Well, I mean, it depends though. Are they going to do like a meet every single Saturday, and that's going to be the way
Pittsburgh,
they do it?
Detroit, Chicago, those are the cities, baby.
It's definitely
Indianapolis.
Are they going to do just different cities and try and like draw UFC numbers just based off of legends? I mean,
Well, the thing is, if they're having teams, you're also like, there's more than just those people on the list. And also, if your guy's hurt, let's say your 170 pounder is hurt, you got to find somebody, right? You pull somebody off the practice squad. Like, what do? You call Andrew Law, be like, yeah, fucking show up to Milwaukee in an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't see it working. I don't. The more and more I'm looking at it, I want to be wrong, but I
want to know more about what their actual plan is, because that's pretty vague. What we hear,
well,
is pretty vague.
We shall reach out to the GFL.
We'll take a fucking mailroom guy if he's in the know. If he can answer our questions.
Yeah, I mean, I wanna get whoever this is on. I wanna, kind of be like, hey, this is going on, and we want to find out what's going on, how it is a thing, and what the I want to know season structure. I want to know all that stuff.
Something tells me they don't have all of that locked down yet.
I know, and it's. Again, that's why I'm like, you signed. Let's do this real quick. You signed guys right now based off of what? Like
what they used to do.
Kinda, but it's and again, 8%. I feel like that 8% could come back and bite them in the dick hard, like very, very hard on. Especially on revenue, like you're giving them event
and even if
revenue.
It doesn't work, at least the fighters get it while it's around, so get them paid.
Might just be one paycheck. That's the problem.
Better than no paychecks.
True, but it's, oh man, like you hear these organizations. It used to be in wrestling, same thing. Like there always used to be stories of like guys creating organizations where it's like, oh, we're gonna have a pension and a what do you call it, insurance and all this stuff. They do 4 shows and then they go bankrupt. Like it's a very delicate balance.
I feel like the problem is that the fighters and probably wrestlers who care about that kind of thing are too old to wrestle or fight. Like when they're in their 20s, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like wrestling, no one gives a fuck. But when they start thinking like, oh, I need a pension, retirement, and when they think that, then they're past their prime.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah, and that was always the big thing, no matter what. I mean, we've talked about unionization of mixed martial arts on this show multiple times. It'll never work.
I would love for 90% of the UFC roster to be like, fuck it, we're striking. Because it would work if they did that, but everyone would have to do it. It had to be everybody. If it wasn't everybody, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So that's why you hear about it, it's like 6 guys, and that's like that will never work. It has to be fucking everybody, and it has to be the stars. The stars that don't need it. That's the thing. The stars that don't need it.
But the stars that don't need it don't need the other guys. That's the part nobody realizes.
Yeah, but they won't do it because they don't need it, right? So
that's what I'm saying.
I would like them to. It would be great. It would be great to have a Curtis Flood of the UFC, but it's not going to happen.
No, you'll never. And combat sports in general.
Good reference, by the way.
It is, but it like combat sports is one of those things you'll always find. You'll always find a scab to fucking bandage over the wound, man.
Because they're independent contractors.
Yeah.
Like, meet more than me next. Yeah, and that's rough.
Next man up.
That's not a good thing.
It's life.
It's not a good thing, but
it's life.
They are aware of it. But the thing is, you couldn't replace John Jones or Makachev or Pereira. You could, like, those are the guys that have to do it. But again, those are the guys that don't need to do it.
No. They would need the health insurance for sure. But like as they got older.
Could you imagine if every champion was just like, fuck you, we're going on strike?
Oh, that would be the greatest day
ever.
Don't get me wrong.
It'd be amazing.
Because I mean, for a lot of my views, I'm for certain unions, especially in like very dangerous jobs, but like and combat sports, like any other sport, it should have a union.
Yeah, right. But you know, like in UFC, like any company, like Amazon or Walmart, they're union busting, basically, by saying like,
I
yeah, you want to
mean,
strike? That's fine. We'll find somebody else to fight. So
well, that isn't union busting. That's just more like, especially in the world of 1099s, bro. Like that you're as replaceable as the fucking name on a sheet, especially in combat sports. Combat
not all
sports
of
is
them.
the coldest, probably one of the coldest businesses created by humans. Factory workers get treated better than combat sports athletes, and I admit that. But it's just a meat grinder, and it always has been.
That's
And
why I know you have a thing about it's whatever, but that's why, and so much so that I almost don't want to bring them up. But that's why what Francis did was such a big deal.
yeah,
Because he's like, dude, this is what I think we should be getting, and the UFC's like, we don't do things like that. We're not doing that. They're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to fight for you anymore. They'll fight somebody else.
yeah.
So, and that's definitely not going to hurt the cause. It helps the cause.
I would love to
More guys
get
should
to
do that
find out the operating revenue per year of the UFC.
Everyone would, but we're never going to learn.
I'm
They keep
thinking
that
it's
shit in
in the
vaults.
billions, dude. It's in the billions. If you look at the property they
There's
own,
no way that if you actually heard the real number that you would think more of them. You see the number and you're like, how can you not fucking give them something? You're gonna be like, that's how much they make and they can't pay them. You have half your roster in poverty, really?
I mean, it is what it is, man. It's always, it's like comedy. Comedy and combat sports are very alike. Both like lose when you bomb and lose, you want to cry at the set, like while you're doing it.
I do wonder how often like a fighter who's on the roster and he's they're poor as fuck and they're just trying to make it to their next fight. They hear about, I mean, that's just any company really, but you hear about Dana White betting $450,000 a hand of baccarat. but it's his money. He can do what he wants with it. But still,
He did earn it.
You hear that and you're just like, you can't fucking give me an extra 30 grand so I can make it to my next fight.
Yeah, it happens. Really,
I want some of the new guys on the UFC roster to just go in the baccarat room with the Caesars when he's playing and just stare at him. It's like, can't feed my kids this week, Dana. My opponent got hurt for the third time. Yeah.
And again, though, that's another thing I want to address. Like, you don't know what Dana like sometimes like will give people. They don't ever talk about that. And I think they do. I think they do help fighters in need if they really need
definitely
it.
Not nearly enough. I mean,
probably not. But
well, I mean, plus I think he only does that to the people who've been there a while. You just get signed. I don't know, man. I just what I hate the most is that you sign a guy out the Contender Series or whatever, and then they got to work, right? They got to work. They got to make money, and they're just sitting there waiting for you to call them.
Yeah,
that's what I fucking hate. And some of those contracts, they don't expire, so you can just wait forever. And they're like, I can fight. Why are you putting? And they're like, I'm finding something. They just don't, and they just make you sit there in purgatory when you're going bankrupt. And that's what I fucking hate.
But it's again,
I really wish that every single one of the contracts should absolutely have a time limit, and they don't. They fucking should. Like, it's a 3-fight deal, but yeah, you got 18 months. How about that? After 18 months, you should expire, but they don't do that. I know they don't do it because they talked about how they should do it, and they don't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's such an easy thing to do.
It is.
This one time I want a guy in the Contender Series to be like, thank you, but no thank you. I'm not fucking signing with you. Like, one time, I'm like, come on. It's like, I'm going to go to Ryzen. Don't let me fight every week.
Yeah, again, I think UFC, they've got their own way of doing things, and it's made them billions of dollars every single year.
That doesn't mean they're not soulless and heartless. But they're not.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not defending the corporate entity, but it's, the system works for them. I mean, it's a system that they created, and they're really, really good at it. And I don't think a lot of other companies can try that.
The craziest thing is how badly people want to fight for them.
Well, they are the Pepsi,
I mean,
or they're the Coca-Cola.
people signed the contracts after Contender Series fights without even fucking reading them. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, they're like automatically like, oh yeah, we're gonna take whatever you give me, and they do, and there's no way those contracts are any good. So it's never the guys at the top I'm worried about. I'm worried about everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just talking 3-fight contract, you get guaranteed 12,000. That's before they take everything out. That's fucking nothing. And if you make them wait forever for the fights, that's fucking. I mean, if you're telling me 3 fights in 6 months, that'd be different, but it's not.
Again,
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. If I was a fighter now and I was hot shit, I would seriously consider saying no to them at first and just doing it on my own, getting my fights, making my money that way, and then maybe later on the line being okay. Now I don't think I wouldn't want it to develop in the UFC. I'd want to develop somewhere else.
God, no. If I ever had a kid, God forbid I had a child and I turned them into an MMA thing, I'd go, no. UFC, no.
Right. If you get a Contender Series fight at 4-0, or even 5-0, 6-0, you'd be like, if you win that fight, I'd be like, you know what? Let's get you like 5 more fights somewhere else.
Yeah,
we can do that in a year.
We can get you a couple grand for PFL quickly, and then we'll fucking move you up to UFC.
LFA or any of these places, at least you fucking get your fights in. That's the thing. You don't want to be put on the shelf when you're in your prime or when you're young. And they do that too, because they have more fighters than they have cards for. So they have guys that are fucking just sitting on shelves. And yeah, sometimes and a lot of times for those fights, you have to take a fight with a ridiculous amount of notice that you would never do any other time, right? You have to like finally they're calling me. They signed me and they're finally giving me a fight. I got a fight in 2 days. Like, what? What's that, dude? So anyway, I want a Contender Series guy to be like, thank you, but no thank you. I'm gonna do, regionals or go to Japan or something for a little bit and get my fights in. Then I'll come to you.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be I don't want to sit on the shelf. This is probably the most intelligent MMA discussion we've had in months.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna definitely
no one's listening or watching, and we've had the best conversation.
We have people watching.
We're making good points and everything tonight. At least I think we are. But yeah, I never even thought about that before. But yeah, I think if you're a real young guy, like Chase Hooper's been doing it, and he's looking great, but I don't think that's the way to do it. I don't think you come in at 20 and just sit there and wait for them to call you. You got to get your fights in.
Well, I was about to say Sage Northcutt. He's going to PFL, and he's like in his mid-20s now. So
he's 30, huh?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
But he's at least 30 now.
But yeah, Sage is one of those guys that you just look at and you're like, hey, this is a dude who belongs in the mixed martial arts world, but at the same time, like, he was so fucking young and he got fucked up early by Mickey Gall of all people. Like, wasn't that the one where it kind of really got him like fucked up? Was Mickey Gall I think it was either submitting him or something.
Yeah, and he also lost to like a 500 veteran or something like that too. But
yeah,
those are always tough fights though. Those guys, I mean, like he's
28.
Okay, a guy who's like his record's 20-20. I'm like, yeah, but he won 20 pro MMA fights. Like, yeah, and usually those guys have wins against guys they shouldn't have beat. You don't think they would. Like, all those guys usually do. Like a 500 MMA fighter is usually a pretty tough guy.
Yeah,
especially if they fought in an organization like the UFC. But I mean, look at Matt Brown. Matt Brown's record he only has a few more wins than losses. But
I'm gonna go take a leak real quick. I've been holding my pee for a while, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Talk to the people. I really have to go.
Talking to the people. La 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 la. We got fights this weekend. We got Colby and Buckley. Yeah. And I think the only football this weekend, well, there's NFL, but only college football is Army Navy, I believe. I think my CPAP's fucking my face up. It's already pushing my teeth back. It's killing my chin. I don't know. My face is soft. Apparently, everything's getting pushed around. I do have cheekbones. I used to have cheekbones. They're in there somewhere. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I get fucking mold face or whatever. Blob face. There we go. He's starting to look like that blob from Ghostbusters, you know, like tan blob with the nose and the anyway. What else? Rule 5 draft just happened. Guardians lost somebody. Some guy named Cairo or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully they get him back. I think next week we're gonna have some guitar player on that Pulse likes. I don't know. Pulse got a hold of him, and he'll be on. I forget his name. He can shred though, so that'll be interesting. That'll be something different. I'm excited for it. That'll be good. We do need to do better with interviews. We're well aware of that. I need to get a hold of a couple guys that have been on before. Hunter Watt and Brogan Enders. They're fighting in a couple weeks. 2 weeks. They're fighting in Canton. There's a big card in Canton, the Civic Center, and those two guys are fighting on it. Brogan's on like a 3-5 win streak. Hunter wants to bounce back. You okay, Ray? You good?
Yeah, I really had to fucking take a leak, dude. Like it was. You ever feel like yesterday when I was on the Lex Vegas show, which we'll talk about that in a sec, but I do want to talk about the Canton show first.
How much talking you got left? Because I need to know how much, if I should get more drink or not.
I get one more.
Okay, I'll get one more. I got to get out of this chair slowly. Ray witnessed me almost die, dude. I could not move for like a day and a half. It was real bad. I mean, it's still pretty sore, but man, it's real bad. And I know what's causing it. Well, I mean,
you're drinking enough water.
That's a problem too. But clearly, my obesity is a problem. But
yeah.
But the Ozempic, okay? I've been losing muscle in my legs, so I've been carrying my weight differently.
I don't blame the Ozempic. It's because you don't walk. It's going atrophied on you.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be happening like this if I wasn't taking the Ozempic. I haven't been taking it a while, but ever since I've been taking it, I lost muscle in my legs. My lower back's been hurting, but this finally came to a head when I try to get out of this chair and I've locked up hard.
Tim, you're 700 pounds. It's time we need to really get you fucking walking.
Hey, if you want to motivate me, do what Alan's doing and fucking give me incentives.
No, I'm going to talk down to you until you
that does not work for me. You should know by now. As my friend, you're allowed. However, it doesn't help. It's known that it doesn't help. It helps some people. It doesn't help me. That's why I hate when Rogan says, dude, body shaming is fucking, it motivates people. I'm like, it doesn't motivate everybody.
No, not everyone, but
some depressed people like myself, it just makes it worse. So that's why I am anti-body shaming overall. Now, my friends are allowed to give me shit because they're my friends. You're allowed. Did I get my mic? The top in here. The cord is stuck in my shirt.
That's fucking hilarious.
But yes, no, Alan said he would pay for us to go back to Vegas. And he's like, if my wife won't let me go, I'll just pay for you and someone else to go. So if he's not allowed, Ray, maybe we'll get a free trip to Vegas. Who knows?
Well, lose that 50 pounds.
It's going to take a while. He's like, maybe you should talk to a doctor. Is 50 pounds an okay amount for you to try to lose? I'm like, I mean, not if you said lose it in 2 months. That'd be different. Yeah. But if you don't give me a time limit, yeah, I need to lose more than that.
We'll be back at Rick's Rolling Smoke Barbecue, I think. Yeah. We'll be.
I'm like, I need to lose a lot more than that. So it's definitely an amount of weight that is due. But it's if you told me that if you gave me a time limit, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I saw Bill Squires on one of those things. I don't know. Whatever he's using is working for him.
He works out constantly. It's not only the fact that you lose the weight from you have to work out.
Listen, I'm aware of that too. But my thing is, I didn't renew my Ozempic, but when I get back from Vegas, I'm gonna try probably shots and one of the other ones. But then that. Listen, all you're doing is giving me shit. At least Alan's giving me incentives. All you're doing is giving me shit.
Ask him to pay for a month or two at $250 so you can go fucking
my
walk
insurance.
on the treadmill.
My insurance may pay for it.
Really?
Yeah. They told me something like that. I don't remember what it is.
Ask Yusuf. Find out what it was again.
He didn't know because I mean I've learned stuff about this healthcare company that doesn't have a CEO. least not a breathing one. That's
R.I.P. guy.
yeah. But I forget her number. I mean, I got to figure out I have like a like a navigator, like a healthcare navigator, and I got to call her, and she has all the answers to questions.
Do it.
And
be like, hey, will you guys pay
I
for
think she
gym
said
memberships?
I think she said they might. I think at certain gyms they will. I think Planet Fitness they would. I don't know if they would at 250 because it's an independent gym.
Probably.
But I don't want. I can't go to Planet Fitness because I owe
owe
them money. I will be right back. Stop giving me shit. I need positive reinforcement. Like
giving you options.
When I told Alan I walked half a mile the other day, he's like, dude, that's real good. I'm like, it's not that far. He's like, dude, I'm
proud of you. You even did that.
See, I would have. My goal was to walk every day this week, but I haven't been able to move the last 2 days because my back's been fucked up.
I know, but go do the thing. Yep, there we are. He's getting up.
Take me off camera. I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, it's right there. I see it in the camera. Oh my God. No, there's nothing. It just says hi or show on stream on the thing. So he's got a nice sensor bar. It's okay. Thank you guys for watching. We do appreciate you guys every single Tuesday and Thursday. Bro Plata. We do this show. I mean, we do the show. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know, buddies, but we're here. We're here. I'm getting over being sick. Bronchitis sucked. I'm meds, so I'm able to survive in the world and kill diseases. But Tim's going to get a drink real quick. We'll be we'll close out probably here in the next like half hour. Make sure to share. Share's the big thing. Share is what I want you guys to do the most. I want you guys to share this show out. Share it to every single person you know. No matter what. Tell them we suck. Tell them we're good. I don't know what you want us to do, but we're going to try to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? This is Bro Plata. We want to be, at least not having to wake up before noon at this point. Like once we get up to that area, we will be one of the best podcasts on the internet because we have a crew at that point. But no, Bro Plata always. You can just find us at Bro Plata. Crossed all of your social media needs, everybody. And shout out, by the way, to Lex Vegas for having me on his show yesterday. The Lex Vegas show, the place where we were at, I believe it's Stream Space. I got to look it up here. Oh my God, I gotta go check my messages here. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Stream Space, yes. Stream Space, they're a multimedia thing run out of a basement. Really cool guys. Derek's the guy that sort of in charge of the place. My boy Timbuktu as well was there. But had a great conversation with Lex. Definitely was an interesting podcast. They had me do some fuck, marry, kill kind of stuff. And the sound effects were on point. I was a fan of the sound effects on the Lex Vegas show. It was good.
It was overwhelming.
It was that kind of show, dude.
I saw your face and you were. I'm like even Ray's having too much of this.
What the fuck? It was great though. Shout out, man. Timbuktu's really hilarious, and so is Lex Vegas. Lex is dope.
There's a lot going on in that show.
There's a lot going on in that set. It was like,
where was it? Is it in Cleveland?
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes from me. In an undisclosed location, and the wood paneling around the everything. I loved the way they had the background set up. That's a goal for us one day, Tim, to have that kind of background of just crazy shit, and then us holding microphones, possibly watching live MMA on TV.
Yeah, maybe. So when I took a phone call earlier, it was my sister-in-law.
Oh no.
I took it because no, it's fine. I took it because I thought maybe she wanted me to pick a kid up tomorrow or something. She didn't. She just had a meeting with the softball, New Philly Quaker softball. They're going to a tournament in Myrtle Beach.
Ooh.
And they're like, now we need more fundraisers. And she's on the fundraising board. And I said multiple times, I know I told you this. I suggested comedy show to her multiple times.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I said, yeah, Tim thought comedy show. And she's like, they're all 100% on board. They're like, yes, let's do it.
Sweet.
So, yeah. She's like, well, how much? She's like, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Come out. But like, how much do you think it would cost? I'm like, you'll probably get a discount. But if you didn't get a discount, like $350.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's for a really good headliner and a solid feature.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they'll probably get a discount. So
yeah, I think that'd be a
feature would probably do it for free. So, but like Blanchard, I don't doubt he'd want the full 300. He might, but even if he does, it's not that big a deal.
I'll come down just to hang out. Like I don't want to be a part of that fundraiser because my comedy is not fundraiser friendly unless it's for
neither
bikers.
is going to be. Neither is going to be. Like it's going to be. Everyone's going to be well aware. I got to talk to them. If they want a clean show, I can get them one. It's harder. It's not impossible, but it's harder. But I doubt they will. I doubt they will. Like, my first thought right away was Blanchard and Tim Wolf or Bendit and Tim Wolf. And
those
Tim Wolf
is
not
lineups.
Yeah, neither of those guys are clean. None of those guys are. So I'm sure that's not a problem.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
So you figure out when they want to do it. Probably early next year, I'm guessing.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll come down and hang out for that.
Yeah, I can't guarantee anything right now, but
I don't care about a spot. Just to like hang out and be at a charity.
It will be on a weekend.
Yeah. And comedians, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
just to be
hangs are always fun.
In the group is great.
And that place where they're going to do it is like I told you before. I thought about like renting it out and doing my own pay ticket for shows. Like investing on a show there, and having the charity show first gets me in the door, right? And people are like, oh yeah, I like the last one. The last one was fun, right? So that would help. I don't know how much the venue would charge me. The venues, I will say though, no matter what they tell me, I'm bringing another sound system. Well, because they tried to use their sound system when they did the night of the races, and it sucks. So
yeah.
I'm not fucking with that. I'm not gonna like show up and be like, oh yeah, well we're just gonna have to live with it. I know that it sucks.
Yeah. So bring quality and you'll get it.
I know people who will let me borrow their shit. So.
Yeah. And I can bring mic cords and mics if you need them.
There you go.
So
yeah, for the 5 barrel shows, I borrowed the speakers and mics from the same people. It's 2 guys. Sometimes he came with me and set it up. Sometimes he didn't. But it's the easiest sound gig of all time. All I do is plug the thing in. I'm like, yeah. I mean, if I can figure it out, it's the easiest sound gig of all time.
Yeah.
The hardest it ever was is one time we had to put it on the stand because we were outside. That was it.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for that. And she's like, well, we'll talk about it. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, I might get a raffle. I'm like, yeah, do raffles. We'll do all that. Yeah. Yes. Do all of that. And I mean, it's up to, I'm like, and I'll tell her, I'm like, the comic part, I got that. And she's like, what'd she say when the phone call? She's something like, oh, I want to make sure you get like good comics. I'm like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we have to go down to my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th choice, we're going to have good comics. Like
yeah.
We have to go pretty far down the list for me to be like, I don't know about this show, so. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully that works, and I'm very curious how they want to do it. But however, there is things that I like. I'll tell them. I'm like, you do the raffle after the show.
Yeah.
Don't make me don't try to do raffle in them. I know it sounds like something you would want to do it. How about we do it right before the headliner? I'm like, that's not a good idea.
No.
I know it seems like a good idea. But you got to trust me when I say it's not.
No, it's not. A raffle before a comedy is awful.
No. And then like, whoa, in between. So what? I'm like, no. You just
No.
do it for the main guy. Do it right after the main guy. Like I'll come up and then we'll fucking draw it right after the headliner. That's fine. But you try to
do it in the middle. That's show suicide right there.
The first thing I'll tell them, I'm like, don't do it. If you do a raffle, we're not doing it during the show. And if someone's like, why can't? And someone will probably say, well, it makes more sense. But I'm like, listen to me. I am in the group of me and the other parents and the fundraiser people. I'm not a parent. You know what I'm saying? I am the expert when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, no, you want to do the comedy, get everybody nice and liquored up, and then do all the raffles.
What is really cool about that place is they have the banquet room, and then they have a separate bar that has doors. And that's actually really perfect.
Nice.
It's even more more cut off than like the funny stuff bar.
Nice.
So yeah, that's actually really nice. That's why it's a really good spot. That's why if this works, I might do my own shows there.
Gangster.
If depending on how much I have to charge the room for. But then I've never done a show where I had to front and hope I sell tickets. I've never done that.
Well, I mean, will it make you really like advertise the shit out of it? I'll help you with posters and shit.
Yeah, you just got to figure out what's the best way to do it, and how much my budget is. I would call Conley and his radio station to see how much that would cost. If I could figure, I would do that. I know that people
could probably get you a deal, maybe.
Probably. I mean, if I put Mike on it, he'll just talk about it. Like the first one we did at 5 Barrel, he just talked about it. He's like, if you want me to keep talking about it, though, you have to. I'm like, I understand, but I don't know. It depends. I mean, it's Facebook, man. You just gotta, everyone's on Facebook. It's the best I can do here.
Instagram,
that too. But here,
by the way, apparently we can Instagram live now through this very app.
Really?
Yeah, it said Instagram. So I'm gonna probably next week. I'm gonna ditch Kick and go to We're gonna try Instagram live next week and see.
Is there a TikTok live?
I think, yeah. So we could ditch Twitch and do TikTok and Instagram live. Like two teenagers, fucking on this very channel.
I'm excited to book another comedy show, no matter what. But it was funny the way she says, "You're gonna get good comics," as if like that's I'm like, yes, don't worry about that. Like, that's
your brother was probably looking over at it, going, "Shh." No.
He went to the Blanchard show, and he lost his mind. He's like, "That guy's the funniest dude I ever saw." I'm like, "Yeah, he's great."
Fucking Jeff's great. Jeff's one of the best stand-up comics I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's that fucking good. So good.
And has no organization at all.
None. But
like I would never ever tell if anyone was learning how to do comedy, I would never ever tell them to do what Jeff does. But this is one of those things. He can do it. Not everyone can do it like that. Some people can. Some people don't write anything ever. But not everyone can do that. Yeah, but you shouldn't. You should write stuff down.
I know.
What's the difference? Like when you said I don't do it because Blanchard doesn't do it, I'm like, but you're not Blanchard.
I know. It's helped me sometimes. I'm starting to write stuff down a lot.
My problem is that I forget shit. Every time I think, no, I won't forget this, I always do. Every single fucking time. So yeah, and that pisses me off because then I forget. So if I don't write it down, I'll forget it. But I don't sit down and write shit out word for word. But if I don't write keywords down or a sentence or two down, then I will forget it.
Yeah, I will do that.
I've probably forgotten a lot of shit that's worked. I'm probably tons. I probably have an hour. I've probably forgotten an hour worth of shit that worked.
Probably
because I just keep forgetting shit. Hi, D man, how are you?
The one that I just wrote a joke about edible glitter that I didn't realize was an actual thing.
I just would assume it would be.
I didn't know. I didn't know people were bedazzling their bellies.
With paprika.
Just a little bit of chive on top of it. Why not? Makes it festive.
And what if it has an actually a good taste? So you're going to someone's house and they start seasoning their food with glitter.
Yeah, but there is a backfire when you get drunk and you forget you ate glitter gravy, and it's all of a sudden it's like you ate a unicorn the night before. You just start shitting glitter. That's not fun.
Maybe
your shit looks like the top ceiling of a strip club. Like that's no.
Did I eat out Kesha last night?
Did Katy Perry come in my mouth? Let's go. Oh man, but dude, those.
But yeah, I want to go to someone's house and someone's grandma's putting like fucking glitter on the potato salad.
Yeah, it's not cool, dude.
It's funny.
Oh, it's like it's trying to be a Swiftie. You're like, no, stop it.
What? Okay.
It's like a Swiftie made it, and you're just like, no, I'm good. Something about I tried, Tim. I tried.
Yeah, I get it. Years ago, the first bar I ever did a show at down here in Dover, my buddy was bartending there, and he came up with this drink. It was, I forget what was in it, like all the fruity shit, and it was purple. And he's like, try this drink. And I forget, he like named it after himself or something. And I took a drink and I'm like, dude, this is like a Katy Perry song in a glass. And so he changed the name to the Katy Perry, and they sold a lot of them.
Nice. I bet, especially just with the name alone. You'll
what's a Katy Perry? Yeah.
Basic white bitches asking what it is.
A lot too. I mean, I would drink it because number one, because this is when I was younger, so I was a different kind of drinker back then for sure. But I didn't drink bourbon back then. I would drink shit like that, and it get fucked up.
I bet.
Yeah, and it was like it tastes like fruit punch. It was purple.
Oh no!
But yeah, it was great for like 22-year-old girls. This was perfect.
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I never got into like those kind of like things. I usually
no. I mean, when I'm in Vegas, I might get like a Mai Tai or something weird, but usually
like alcohol that hurts me. It's like every woman I've ever dated just hurts me, and
I like my liquor that's the same color as my soul.
Yes,
like a dark brown.
Yeah. Oh man. You want to run down a little bit more of this card real quick, because I do like what I see somewhat.
You can do whatever you want, Ray.
We got Cub Swanson and Billy Quarantillo, by the way, on this.
Unless you want to talk about Bryce Mitchell's rap music.
Did you listen to that?
I listened to 3 or 4 seconds.
I gotta tell you.
You know, my first thought was if Ray tells me it's better than Eminem, I'm gonna stop doing the show. Like I gotta stop.
It's not. I'm not gonna say no. But for like, I went in with low expectation.
Mm-hmm.
When I found out he had a rap song, I went, what weird producer when I'm gonna give Bryce Mitchell Thug Nasty to fucking do a goddamn rap song. And I got to tell you, it has no business being as good as it is. Guy has flow. I'm not saying it's fucking,
what I think we should do is I think we should make like a tournament bracket of athlete rap songs.
Yes.
That one, we have like Brian Kelleher, that fucking Trevor Bauer one, Meta World Peace, Tyron Woodley. Yeah, there's tons of them. Shaq. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So, we should do that'll be you know what we'll do? I know what we're gonna do for that. For March Madness,
gotcha.
We'll make a bracket. Because I can do that in Canva. We can make a bracket
of athlete rock songs.
Of athlete rap songs.
songs. Yes.
And that'll be our March Madness tournament that we do this year. That way we can compile every single one, go through them, which one belongs in the 32-man tournament to become the worst song ever made by an athlete. Or best, or whatever, however you look at it.
I guess we're just going with what's our favorite I guess.
It tops.
And sometimes it's like so bad it's good. Some of these, so.
And Tyron Woodley too. I'll throw in the MMA awards thing he did with fucking Randy Couture.
We're gonna count like the 6th floor crew thing with Greg Olson from Miami. Like that was the craziest one of all time.
Send me that one. I don't even know that
fucking
one.
nuts.
Send me. But we have time. We have 3 months to compile this thing, and
I'm sure there's even more than we don't know about.
But that's why I'm glad I have Spotify Premium.
It's probably half the NBA. Yeah, that's. And the white guys are the best. It's meaning as hilarity. It goes. There's a Trevor Bauer one. I know that.
We'll go on StreamYard for that one, and I'll clear out the fucking the soundboard so we can play just a little smidge of what it sounds like on the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. I know Brian Kelleher. Brian Kelleher would walk down to his own rap music, which is hilarious. Shaq, I definitely know Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq has a prolific rap career.
He might be the best one, but
he's got some good fucking thing. He told Kobe he asked Kobe how his ass tastes. So I mean, it's he
like didn't Delonte West have one too?
I don't know, but I want to find out now.
No, I wish we had Pulse on here. Everybody knows.
But
was he talking about somebody's rap album? Who was he talking about?
West. Definitely gonna have Darkensaw on there by Bryce Mitchell. I love the name. When I saw the name of it, I'm like, this is AI. This can't be real. Like somebody made this up.
Dude, is the hook? This is Darkensaw. This ain't Narkensaw.
He does miss.
Does he say Narkensaw?
He does no, but he does say he calls it. He's like, I think he says I'm from Darkensaw. Listen to it. I sent you the link. Listen to it.
I will listen to it when we do this tournament.
Okay. But we'll start fucking compiling.
Although, man, when I find that U of Miami one, I don't know if anyone's gonna beat that. That one's legendary.
Anybody watching afterwards, usually we get a nice little bump in the after watch. List down below your favorite athlete song or rap song. Doesn't have to be good. We're not looking for quality. Just give us the name of the rap song and the athlete that does it, and we will put it in the list to be in consideration for the 32.
Yes.
So we'll do that, and we'll whittle it down, and we'll have the top rap song made by an athlete of all time as by our list. So we'll get that done by March. You want to get it done at least before the tournament starts. That way we can be timely with it. But definitely, I would love to find out. It's like find out Birdman has like a gold record because he's got so many people listen to a song. Oh my God. Fucking Kenny the Jet Smith. Does Charles Barkley have one? I feel like he probably has like I'm Charles Barkley and I'm here to say like fucking
here's one, dude. We got it. It has to be on the list. The Super Bowl Shuffle has to be on the list.
Yeah, that's like
that's a 1 seed. That's a 1 seed.
Yeah, I think that's got enough numbers behind it, just based on pop culture knowledge. That has to be a number 1 seed coming out probably in the Midwest division.
Deion Sanders had a rap song.
Of course he fucking did. Did Bo Jackson have one?
Even
though Deion had a longer MLB career, which is still hilarious to me.
Rain, Reigan. Go away, but Damian Lillard. We got to get that on here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this
Sitting Sideways freestyle by Malcolm Kelly. Okay. This is a Flajay Johnson. That's a one. Must be a WNBA player. Free Smoke by Lonzo Ball. It has to. Are going to be on the list.
All right.
Must be the Money by Deion Sanders.
it's just the Nelly track, but
The Kazam song, a Shaq.
oh god, yeah.
What is it? Say My Name remix, Destiny's Child featuring Kobe Bryant. I don't know if we're gonna count that one.
I need to hear this.
I never heard that. Yeah. Dude, there's one by Kevin Durant and LeBron James called "It Ain't Easy." Oh, we gotta put that's on the list.
Oh god, we need to find these songs now. Yeah, this is gonna be our thing this year, I think, for March Madness.
I'm already excited for this.
Yeah, me too. Just based on some of these fucking these names already being bandied about, I am excited to make the next 3 months my listening of bad. my Spotify Wrapped next year is gonna look
next year. Your number one song is "Must Be the Money" by Deion Sanders.
Just gets me pumped at the gym, bro. It's just it makes me want to just smash motherfuckers with my elbows. Like,
and there's definitely enough for us to get about 16 in here.
Okay, if we have a Sweet 16, I'm fine with it. Like, as long as we have a tournament for March Madness, and it's that. So, because we'll have opinions, we'll have like lyrics that we can look at and be like, this is why I picked this. This is why I picked this. This is gonna be a fun one. It'll be the Bro Plata March Madness probably Sweet 16. Who knows?
We might have to have a seating show as well.
We will. And I'll give you access.
We each get to pick a 1 seed. I already picked my 1 seed, dude. I already know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really dive deep into some Shaq to see if I can find like a number 1 seed. Because I feel like Shaq should have one because of how many rap songs he actually has. It's an ungodly amount for a guy who's not really good, but good. Like, you come in again. Bryce Mitchell impressed me because I went in with low expectations. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Just already made my number 1. Bryce Mitchell, Darkensaw is my number 1 seed.
It's fun.
Because it impressed me. Oh, seeding will be in February, everybody. I think by like mid-February, we should have enough.
Man, I mean, I may not want. I don't know if I want to wait till March. Like, this sounds like too fun of a thing.
It does. All right. Well,
I think we might have to start seeding shit next week.
All right. Well, send me whatever list you just found.
I will,
and I will listen to those because I have time.
And we got to get Pulse on this too, because I'm sure Pulse knows ones that we don't know about.
Probably.
But yeah, the 7th Floor crew from Miami back in the day. That's a fucking ridiculous one.
Oh God. Yeah.
That's gonna be a 1 seed too.
I heard about like the 7th Floor crew and all that shit.
Yeah, let's see if I can get a good 6. I bet we can get 16 good ones out of this.
Yeah, I like it. Hell, we could make that kind of an irregular bit too. If it comes out good. Yeah, but send me whatever list you just found and I'll fucking start listening.
I mean, every month we could do a tournament. Maybe.
Oh,
I think another good one would be movie fight scenes would be another good one.
Oh, I already know what my number 1 seed would be. The fight scene from They Live.
That's the 1 seed for sure.
Yeah, you have to put that as probably the greatest.
And it will be the favorite going into the tournament. It will be the favorite.
Oh yeah, top seed. It's coming out. It's coming out of the West Coast.
Number 1 overall seed, I'd say. Yes.
Yeah, out of the West. It's definitely going to represent.
Dude, my 1 seed 100%. It has to be the pommel horse scene from Jim Cotta. That's so fucking good. It's so good.
I'll throw you a dark horse. The fight scene from McClintock with John Wayne.
I don't think I know that one.
It's basically like an entire Western fight scene, like a bar fight scene in a like a mining area in California, and people are getting punched down this hill in like sliding down into mud and just getting dirty, climbing back up. Dudes get punching them, they're going back down. There's an Indian being all racist because
movies
it's
that have
50s.
like sneaky good fight scenes. Like there's that one with Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson, The Man from Toronto. Wasn't that good a movie? It was fine, but there was a fight scene.
When was this?
This came a year or two ago on Netflix.
Okay.
But it was a fight scene towards the end in a gym, and it was like shot in one take, or looked like one take, and there was like weights being used and shit. And I'm like, that's a sneaky good fight scene. That's a really fucking good fight scene. A comedy, it's really good.
We'd have to also exclude, I think we'd have to limit a few things. Action movies, or not action movies, but comic book movies. You'd have to if you're gonna use one, you can't use like a bunch.
Well, yeah, you should use one. You know, you get the one that's the best. I mean, every comic book movie has a decent fight scene, but like, which one would you like? Right now, I would say if I picked a comic book fight scene, it's recency bias, but I can't tell you one I like better than the fucking Honda Odyssey and Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, what's better than that? That would be the one I pick from Marvel.
Yeah, currently that would be one I would.
No, we'll do for that. Marvel can have its own region.
Yeah, coming out of the MCU.
Yeah, coming out of the MCU bracket.
We got Captain America versus Captain America in Endgame.
It's a good one too, dude. You got to see this one. It's one of my favorites of all time. I know I told you about it, but Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, I'm yet to see Hardcore Henry.
There's a scene where
that on Peacock?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I'd canceled Peacock for
it
Netflix.
moves around all the time. It might not be on anything right now. Right now, I don't know. But there's a scene in Hardcore Henry where they're in a brothel, and this guy who's telekinetic fights Henry. He throws a prostitute at Henry as a weapon with his mind.
I have to see this movie.
Like he just like mind chucks a prostitute at him.
When I heard this was a movie,
like,
I think it was.
amazing.
I found it from. I heard about it through UFC because they were like hyping it.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah,
it is one of those like ridiculous fucking thrill ride like action, ridiculous action. It's first person the whole time, like a video game.
Yeah,
I saw it in the theater the day after Alan's wedding. A bunch of us went. We went and saw Kurt Henry, and I had a bunch of edibles, and I was like, "Let's watch this shit." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" It was a wild movie, awesome. Dude. It's a wild movie. It's also sad as well, but
I've
but overall, it's a wild movie. Oh, a couple of movies I saw. Started watching. Did you hear this movie, Hundreds of Beavers? I didn't finish it yet.
No, but what's it on?
Prime.
Oh, okay. I don't have Prime.
It is. If you're looking for a movie that's not like anything else you've seen, which doesn't happen a lot, but that's definitely. It's basically like a live action ish Looney Tunes episode. There's like no actual dialogue. It's this dude who's like trying to trap beavers. And all the beavers all the animals are played by people in suits, like beaver costumes, and it's like Looney Tunes-ish humor, it's ridiculous stuff, but a little more adult. But it's like just dick jokes and stuff. But I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Like it's one of those things I do in segments. But like I would suggest you smoke all the weed you have and watch. Okay. And it's all black. It's black and white. And I'm really curious how they did it because it's like. Half animation, but it's live action, but they have I don't know how they do it.
Rotoscoped?
Maybe. I don't know how they do it. And because it's black and white, they're probably hiding a lot of stuff. But
did it look like an AHA video?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not like that. But it's live action. Like there's real actors in it. And even the people in the suits are real people, but the people who play the beavers
sort of
or the
animated,
other
like cell shaded almost.
Like, I don't know. They're in like mascot costumes, the beavers. They're all like
okay.
But it is funny, it's ridiculous, and it's like I haven't seen anything like this. It's neat. I only watched about half of it so far. It's one of those things, but it's definitely neat. And I think it costs like $150,000 to make. So so if you can make a watchable movie for $150,000, good for you. But it's original and super unique. That's why it's cool. But like I said, there's like no dialogue. It's almost like a silent movie.
Hundreds of beavers, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Let's check it out.
It's also what Ray hopes he sees in heaven when he dies.
Hundreds
of beavers. Beavers for Ray. Hundreds of beavers. Told you I'm not gay. All right. Another one. Did I tell you about this movie I watched too? I know I told Alan. I don't know if I told you. Amelia Perez. Did I tell you about this one?
No.
So, it's a movie about a lawyer played by Zoe Saldana.
It's already, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What, a woman lawyer?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a fantasy film. Why are you watching?
So, she's a lawyer in Mexico. It's movies mostly in Spanish.
Now you're even worse. Like I don't.
Movies mostly in
Texas
Spanish.
Society, like fucking
This
Mexico.
lawyer is hired by a leader of a drug cartel. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's hired by head of a drug cartel. The scary dude. He's like, I want you to find someplace and someone who would turn me into a woman. He wants to go trans. And he's like, one, but he's like, I can't do it. You know, I'm a criminal, you know? She's like, you're a lawyer, you find me this shit. You get it. And then there's that, and then cartel shit and other shit like that. And oh yeah, one more thing, it's a musical. Yeah. By the way, it's a musical.
What's it called?
Amelia Perez.
Okay. Prime.
Netflix.
Oh, okay. I just got Netflix.
It will probably win awards. But what I like about it is there's nothing else like it. That's what I like about it. Okay. Was it amazing? No, but I liked it. It was unique. Some of the musical parts seemed like forced. It was weird. It was like they were half in, half out with the musical part. It was strange.
Okay.
And it was mostly intense, but there's one song that's real funny, and I'm like, I didn't really know what it was, but it was watchable. Overall, I liked it mainly because of how creative it was.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, some people be like, "Oh, it's about a trans," but that's not.
I don't think that's the major point of the whole movie.
No, not really. Although the actress who plays the trans cartel boss does a fantastic job.
Nice.
And she's a trans actress. She's really great in it. But yeah, Zoe Saldana's in it. And Selena Gomez is in it as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. But you're like, this is fucking whack. It's like, who had this idea? Like this. Oh yeah, by the way, it's a musical. I'm like, what?
I'll check that out. I said, I just got it because I'm preempting the ability to go then watch
WWE.
Monday Night Raw on
well, I just watched another thing on Netflix, Kings of Tupelo.
Okay.
I love true crime, and who doesn't like ridiculous, outrageous human being true crime like Tiger King,
Oh, is it like that?
A little bit, but it's a little more sad because this guy's a conspiracy theorist, and you just kind of feel for him and his fan. Like, I mean, this guy kind of went off the deep end, and you're kind of like,
I'm already in.
Although he wasn't one, like a lot of conspiracy theorists, he wasn't 100% wrong.
No.
But then also we hear there's a part where he talks to his kids, and they're like, yeah, but once he started on that, he was on 9/11. It's not real, and then he went chemtrails, and went, he went into everything. It wasn't just like this one thing. Like it explains why he got into this one thing, which is people selling body parts.
Ugh. And
it explains how he got to that, but it took over his life. But also he was an Elvis impersonator. Right.
I'm already. And
he is an arch nemesis in Tupelo, Mississippi, who's a karate instructor. It's I actually thought it would be funnier than it is. But the first 2 episodes, it's mostly just kind of sad. You got to feel for the guy. But the third episode,
I was about to say, you have to have a little bit of levity in between.
Yeah,
you can't.
But the third episode, you see, the guy's doing good now, and he's mostly off the conspiracy theories, and he's living his life. And we go, okay, cool. But also, he and his brother are both Elvis impersonators, and his brother has an insurance company, so he's insurance Elvis, and he dresses
Elvis
like
from
him all the
State
time and has
Farm.
has the dyed hair, and he's insurance Elvis. That's his thing. And the other guy was janitor Elvis, and it is wild. Dude, I ridiculous wild crime story, and it's usually the South. But yeah, the only thing I expected is it to be a bit funnier than it was sad. But by the third episode, everything comes together, and you don't feel quite as bad because they're like, yeah, this guy's okay, he did all right, and he had some bad times there, but he needed help.
Okay.
Not saying he wasn't 100%. Not saying he was 100% wrong, but also you're like he needed help. But he's doing okay now, which is good. And also after this, I feel like that guy's gonna get tons of gigs. Who doesn't want conspiracy theorist Elvis at their party?
Dude, I want or Elvis Jones.
Ray, that's who I would hire for your. I was like hiring someone for your wedding or your birthday party. I would, if I had the money to hire anyone, I would hire a conspiracy theorist Elvis. That'd be perfect for you.
The drones over New Jersey. The drones over New Jersey are the government's. It's martial law. Yeah.
And we're talking about suspicious money, suspicious funds,
and the CIA brought the crack to the ghetto.
Pretty much, yeah. But unless
there's
just some sort of
rhesus monkeys in the ghetto.
Unless I can find what's it called, chicken hutting, the tribute to ICP, or some sort of or some sort of Sun Doesn't Rise, the tribute to Mushroom Head, it would be conspiracy theorist Elvis. I'm not even joking. Like
a conspiracy theorist Elvis, I would want more than I would want more. No matter what, I want conspiracy Elvis.
I don't know if anyone's paying attention, but if they are or ever seeing this, I want them to know how it's 0% a joke that I honestly think the greatest thing you could do for Ray is get him conspiracy Elvis.
Yes, I agree. I don't
think there's anything more perfect.
And I think I found the clip to really put in for this week's Opus clip,
conspiracy Elvis. Someone hire conspiracy Elvis for Ray. Now he's probably going to be expensive for a couple years because of Netflix stock.
Probably. Oh, his.
And you know what? I'm happy for him. I am.
I'm gonna write down.
He and the insurance brother, they have a dual Elvis act called Double Trouble. I think Double Trouble's going to get back together.
Oh, I'm going to make sure to let everybody know that no matter what
this guy's
anybody
tons
says,
of bookings. I already want to book this guy. I already want to book this guy. I want to book this guy just to come to your house, sing an Elvis song, and just talk about conspiracies.
Hold on.
Let's see if I can find his booking. Kevin Curtis booking.
Pen work. No.
We looking at.
I'm trying to get the timestamp. Because I want Conspira Elvis.
Oh, this is the same guy.
Oh yeah.
I bet his prices are going way up, and good for him. Good for him.
Oh yeah, for sure. 235. 238. We'll say.
Wait.
That works.
Oh. That's a different Kevin Curtis.
Oh my god.
It's actually bothering me now that I can't.
Only 9:45. God damn it.
Yeah, we have 8 more hours of show.
I know. If we hit 500, it'll be the 24. We gotta do that.
Did you fix the
No, I did it out of spite. Not yet.
Is this one wrong too?
No, this is 359.
Okay, so this is right. Well, good, because we got to get 360 right. Because 360. Just I don't know. Do whatever you want. Fucking Tony Hawk. I don't know.
No, I was gonna do like an Xbox kind of like.
Oh, that'll work too. That's fine.
Red ring, and it's just us crying by a red ring of death that has the logo Bro plot inside of it. Like the old, like the fucking did you have a 360 ever?
No, I've always been a PlayStation guy.
That was the big rag on the Xbox 360 was like you play it long enough and it just overheats. In thing, a guy that knows my girlfriend that I went to school with, I watched him get mad because he saw that Xbox Series 1 red ringed, which is impossible, but there was no ventilation in the fucking thing, but the box that it was in, so it just broke. And it was at a Best Buy in Menor. You remember fun stories when you think about stuff.
Gotcha. I'm sure this guy has a social media, but I think he's going to be bombarded. I was like, I'm just curious how. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to do gigs. I mean,
yeah,
but these going to be gigs of people who like want to talk nonsense with him too afterwards.
Well, then he's going to be very engaged, and he's going to be happy to be there. Hopefully, because
you know what, he should raise his prices. I'm sure it's probably only like he's probably a $300 get. And now he's going to be a $3,000 get, which is good.
Probably.
That's fine. That's fine. He should be.
He'll be selling out VFW halls from here to fucking Yakima, Washington.
Right. The last scene of the movie is him like playing a nursing home or some shit. But like, you know,
we're all living in the Matrix. Life is a simulation.
That'd be funny too if he started doing just like Elvis parodies about conspiracies.
Yeah.
9/11 was an inside job.
Gonna find my baby. She's been taken by the CIA. I said 1 for the money, 2 for the show. Thermite can't.
Steel beams.
Now don't you tell me 9/11 wasn't an inside job.
You like that picture I sent you today? It's my little pre-9/11 picture with my uncle.
I saw that. That's why I said it, man. When you sent me that, I'm like, is that a fucking FUBU jacket he's wearing?
No, it was a new Philly coat I had.
But it was just so puffy. That's why I was like,
no. Well, that was probably the style in 2001.
True, 2001. That's when fucking like starter jackets were just starting to go out of style.
I'm trying to find. Where's my hat?
I don't know.
That hat I showed you guys, that Hitman hat. That was the one I was wearing.
Yeah. So you said when you said that, I'm like, oh, cool. But yeah, that's
what I didn't do to you because I felt bad about it because I did it to Alan. I sent him that picture, and then I sent it to him again. But are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right. But you froze for a second.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. You're fine. I sent him the picture. Then I sent him again. It said updated version, and I magic erasered out the Twin Towers.
You would have at the time. I probably would have laughed my dick off because I was like,
the reason I didn't do it because I felt so bad about doing it once. I'm like, I'm not going to do this to 2 people. But I said
of
it.
All
which is
people not to send that to, I feel offended.
You're right. You would be the one. You would. I knew that when I didn't send it, but I'm like, I felt too bad about it.
Like the darkest of humor, sometimes to me, is the best. Oh, yeah, I love that shit, dude. Oh man,
I guess send a picture to my uncle because I'm assuming he's gonna have some sort of joke about like, man, we didn't age well, something like that. And I hope he does say that because I have a retort, and my retort is. Maybe, but we definitely aged better than the Twin Towers did.
That's fun.
But 9/11 was very serious, by the way. You know, it's a great movie. Zero Dark 30.
I know what it's about.
It's great.
Never seen it.
Great movie. It's on. I think it's on Netflix now. It is on Netflix now.
Okay.
Oh. You see this? Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
Have you heard about this? Have you read this?
No. Colin Jost is the host, and Jost host, and it's on the Trebek stage. It's on, it's
Yeah.
and Johnny Gilbert, and it's it's their thing, but it's just Jeopardy, but more it's all pop culture, and they do it in teams of 3.
I think if we got somebody, we could compete.
We would need like a young woman to fill in the gaps of things like reality TV.
Yeah.
There's like a reality TV category. I didn't know shit. Like I did pretty decent watching it, but yeah, there's a couple categories where I draw a hard blank.
I mean, I'm down.
And we have to call you have to have a team name. I think they have a problem with us naming it after our podcast. So we'd have to go Tequila Quences. Tequila Quences with the name of our team.
It's how we were made. It's how we were made, Colin. It's how we were made. It was those Tequila Quences.
But
we just got drunk and drank a lot of tequila. That was it. And that's how it became a team.
Yeah, and if they wanted to pick us, we probably should have a young 20s non-white girl on our team.
Okay.
They'll get us picked.
If not, we'll shoot for middle-aged non-white.
That too. That would work as well. That would also work. But I'm thinking of someone that he'll help us with the reality TV part.
Yeah, but dude, like there's a lot of women in their 30s who
that too. That too.
Especially the MTV questions.
I want to pull up the reality TV category for my sister-in-law. I should probably get them all. I didn't know any of them.
Yeah, I
did pretty good at that game with that one. Reality, nothing. I'm like who is they show pictures. I'm like, I have no fucking idea who that is. Although the one I should have got was Amorosa. I should have got that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, that was the only one.
I can pick that bitch out of a lineup because I watched The Apprentice back then. Because it was Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Times Man of the Year.
Person, Ray. Don't be sexist. Person.
Man.
Person.
Man.
It's weird that people got mad about that because it makes sense. like you pick a person. You're not picking one. You're not big only dudes. Like it's weird.
For a while, it was a very sexist culture, though.
Yeah, but it's weird that people got mad that they changed it.
Nah.
Okay, we're trying to be better as a society. Is that weird?
How is that better?
That's being woke. That's being. You know what? I'm not. You know who's been fucking killing it on every interview he's done? Jeselnik. Dude, everything he says, I'm like, that guy's fucking nailing it. Who said this shit? He's fucking nailing it.
I don't pay attention that much to like big comedians' political like beliefs.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's not political as much as it's
like social and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and stuff that pertains to the comedians, for comedy.
Is he funny about it? Or is it like
he's making good points?
Okay.
On podcast. Yeah, he's making.
That's fine.
Like he's talking about how now, like a lot of people are just trying to be the most offensive. He's like, it's never been that. It's always been.
Yeah, I don't
be funny. It's like it's be funny, and he was 100% right. Like some people are like, oh, you can't handle me. I'm too offensive. I'm like, dude, Jeselnik shit is ridiculous, but it's funny. You gotta be funny. That's the number one criteria is be funny. You're trying to make people laugh, not being people go, oh my god, she's so edgy. That's not what you're fucking trying to do. You're trying to make people laugh, dude.
As a comedian who looks like he should be that guy, like I know what I look like. I know what my like mindset is when it comes to like jokes off stage.
Are you shocked? Am I shocking?
Yeah. Am I? Did I offend you? Fuck you, dude. Like I don't give a
wokies. Yeah, like that.
You guys are just not getting my shit. I am so happy I never went down that path. And actually
the goal is always to make people laugh. And when
be funny.
The goal is always to make people laugh. And when society changes, very often things will make people laugh change. So it's your call if you want to change it. Like, but the problem is you doing something to be like, this should work and it doesn't work and it's just offensive. Like,
Yeah,
now,
if you're
Justin
not-
Nick does stuff that is fucking ridiculous, but it's fucking hilarious, and for his audience especially, it works. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Because-
It's to me, I like when people just try and be, when you're just disingenuinely, maybe,
I know what you mean.
trying just to be like,
Edgy.
"Yeah,
I'm an edgelord comic. Yeah.
yeah," and you're just trying to be like the most cartoony fucking
Right.
fake.
I'm hardcore because I'm like, you're not, dude.
It
Look at-
takes a lot of nuance to be that like a Jeselnik, because he's got the straight face while he's doing the joke,
Mhm.
and though his delivery is his delivery, there's nobody like Anthony
Right.
Jeselnik out there.
Right. And his thing is when I'm on stage, I am the worst human being on earth.
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
thing. And he says that. He's like, because everyone, when they meet me, I think I'm insanely nice because I'm the biggest dick ever when I'm on stage. But that's his thing. And people, like, the people who get it, and people who don't. And he says that he's heard stories about, like, relationships ending because they love Jeselnik. And they're like, oh, it's so terrible. Like, you just don't get it.
Yeah, you're not, it's not for you. That's why
I don't step on any of his jokes, but I'm going to. He's one of his new special that is like, my friend had a tattoo on his arm. He said, look, man, it is the Japanese symbol for awesome. He's like, no, that's not. No, dude, that's a swastika, which we all know is the German symbol for awesome.
yeah.
That's a great joke. It's a fucked up, ridiculous joke, but it's fucking funny.
Yeah, that's
Is it
funny.
Fucked up? 100% is fucked up, but it made me laugh.
It's funny.
Do I think Nazis are funny? The Holocaust is funny? No, not at all. But that joke is funny.
I wonder how many people think that I think that the Reich was great. Just how many would be funny?
Did Ray Hyclack write this joke?
Yeah. Yeah, man, like, guys, that's why I'm glad is before I got into stand up as like even a fan, I watched pro wrestling. I think pro wrestling really broke my barrier of like, oh, okay, that guy's being.
Well, you know what, though? Just like wrestling, when society changes, wrestling has to change.
Yeah.
The same shit, right? They used to do bra and panty matches. Then they got to the point where like, that's not okay anymore. And now they're using women more in a positive way. And that's the same thing with comedy, dude. When the society changes, it's not like, oh, woke this. I'm like, it's not that. It's just overall things change.
And I'll be a person that really, the B and P's, I don't miss them. Like I don't miss B and P matches.
I see highlights of it now, and you're just like, that is the most fucked up. You're like, that's not okay.
I mean, when I was 13,
sure,
I'm like,
probably
this is
me
fucking
too. Probably,
great.
yeah, me too. Probably, yeah.
I got to see boobs.
Right, as an adult, you're like, who is making them do this? Yeah,
like, ugh. And it was a video. Here's the worst part about that, Tim. Here's the worst part. I think it was like SmackDown versus Raw 2005. Bra and panties matches was a game mode. You could actually do bra and panty matches.
I never played it, but remember that like ridiculous beach volleyball game there was?
Dead or Alive beach volleyball, yes.
Of course you fucking know that. You know the year it came out. You know the producer.
Yeah, it was like
of the project.
05, I want to say. Then they made Dead or Alive beach volleyball 2, I think like 2 years later. I never
I want the live action video game movie of that.
When X-Play and like G4 was big, they would always reference Dead or Alive beach volleyball, like just to show anime women.
Sydney Sweeney stars in live action movie version of Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Dennis Rodman plays the character that's based off of him. Because there is a character in Dead or Alive that's based off of Dennis Rodman.
Of course there is.
And he has a Teletubby suit, in the
His name is
game.
Rennis Daldman.
No, it's like Chris Channing or something, but it's a black dude. Like he doesn't look like a Chris Channing at all. He looks like a Dennis Rodman. He
That's
looks.
a white guy name.
I know that's, but
Chris Channing sounds like a guy who would be the Bachelor.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We were talking about before the
Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Yeah, before Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
It was another video game or something.
Oh no, it was wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if I had another point, but it was just about how things change, and when they change, you have to. The art has to change, and
that's why.
But the thing is, though, there's always somebody for the piece of shits. There's always somebody for the people who are like, I'm never changing, man. I like racist jokes. Yeah, they're not allowed to be on the internet, but they exist.
I mean, you can say those racist jokes in private, just don't do it online.
They're either bombing on open mics or in Kill Tony, but either way, dude. Some of the people on Kill Tony, the jokes they tell, I'm like, what the fuck? Dude. There's this girl on there just talk. It's like a full-on slavery minute. That was ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Like, what is happening?
The fucking the one blonde that does like dark humor. She's got a shaky voice. I like her shit.
It's weird that like I feel like people to get on that show and they feel like they have to do offensive race. Like
I would just do part of my set.
Well, yeah, so would I. I probably would purposely do a clean part. Because like everyone seems like, oh, we're gonna. So many people go on there and like we're gonna do like really super edgy stuff. That's what Kill Tony likes. I'm like, they like funny shit. That's what they like. You know,
yeah.
And like if you do shit that is too out there, no one's gonna book.
Yeah, don't play to the audience. I'd rather bomb on Kill Tony and him be like, "You actually had good jokes."
I would do one or two things.
Laughed.
Either way, okay. One or two things. Either I would do Lorthoven, which would fucking kill him.
He would look at you and go, "You're now a featured player."
Nah,
and you moved to Austin.
Either that, or I would purposely do like my cleanest bits.
Yeah,
just like to make a point. Because all of that you see, like, are they just going up there and just like how can, especially the young comics,
they're trying to be Ari Matty.
Yeah, they're like how. I like Ari Matty, but there's like, but the thing is, Ari Matty was a seasoned comic before he got on there,
and also he does stuff that you can tell is genuinely fucked up shit that he thinks of.
No, he's a good comic. He was a good comic when he got on there. But there's people who are new and they're like, oh man, I have to impress Kill Tony. I got to do the most fucked up, weird ass, offensive joke I could possibly do.
This is gonna go viral, man.
Do you want to be viral for telling an insanely racist joke that isn't funny?
I can take it on the road and sell out 13 cities.
I saw what Funny Farm's doing.
I want to go to that just to meet the one guy, the little guy.
You want to shake the guy's hand who doesn't have hands? No, he's. Oh, there's one guy's like this, right?
He's going to be in like Brunswick, I think, for
Hank Cordis
Secret Society.
Or what's his name? Cordis, isn't it? Cordis.
Yeah. And that's the one I want to meet.
I don't know.
I like that guy a lot.
But that's smart. I mean, those are guys who haven't been doing comedy a long time, but they got 15 minutes, and like 3 of them together. There you go, show.
Yeah,
and I book them. Well, that's like tonight. Sam Talent was at Funny Stop.
Yeah,
I hope that went well.
Me too. It probably did.
I'm really wondering. I don't think. You know what? Fucking Harvey wouldn't tell me. Everybody else would tell me. Harvey's the one guy who wouldn't tell me.
It was sold out.
No, tell me how much, like what their deal is, the Funny Stop, and how much they're paying these guys. Because I'm curious. Because they're getting good gets.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Talent's a good get. Cam Patterson sold out.
I would imagine. I wish I could have given him a rock.
Oh, speaking of you giving comics things, kid you gave a ride to has his own Funko Pop. You see this?
Who?
Marcelo. Marcelo has a Domingo. You ever seen those sketches? The Domingo sketches?
No, but
no, it's like he has his own. It's going to be a recurring character. He, yeah, it's like his church lady.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, it's just
For real.
It's just,
like that
no,
is
for
a guy.
100%. But yeah, his name is Domingo.
Domingo.
Direct from Domingo.
Oh God.
But yeah, to the point that I saw a clip of him doing a stand-up show. He's like, "I'll do it once and then we're done."
Good. You know what? I wanted him to be that famous. I really wanted him to be that fucking
well, listen,
famous.
I
where he
want
gets
almost
annoyed.
everybody to be that famous. I root for everybody who isn't an asshole. But we said it before. Marcelo was very not surprising.
Yeah, kid works his ass off, and he does.
The only
he's
thing is
100%
surprising
by everything.
about it is that like someone that was doing comedy in Cleveland could like go somewhere. It's only surprising because like people I've met and know don't go on SNL. Like that's the only part that's surprising. Talent wise, it wasn't surprising at all.
Yeah.
Like if it was just talent, like Chris Clem would be on SNL. And there's other people that are very talented as well that we know but that was the surprising part is that he got out and he fucking did shit. If he was still in Cleveland, he wouldn't be in SNL.
Yeah. No, he had to go.
He'd be killing, but he wouldn't be on SNL.
Yeah, he had to go. He had to go spread his wings other places.
That's the thing. Almost everybody has to go. Well, even Mary had to go.
Yeah.
I mean, she was doing fine, but she wants to. And I do every time I see her put a new reel up, I want to watch it right away. I'm like, Mary's great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
All right, we can be done.
All right, guys. We'll see you Tuesday. Hopefully you enjoy UFC Tampa with Joaquin Buckley and Colby Covington. There won't be another pay-per-view for about 2 weeks. Although there is a few fights I do want to talk about coming up. One being the Fury versus Usyk 2. That'll be happening on the 20th. We'll break that down coming up. And what, Tim?
Nothing. I nothing.
Oh, you look like you wanted to say something.
I do, but I'll close with it.
And then, but we'll be back Tuesday to break down UFC Tampa and any other things. I got a show coming up in Ashtabula Saturday, so that'll be fun. And then, yeah, we will talk to you guys Tuesday. And as always, we'll see you at the Kumite, fam.
I feel like the marketing for rematches needs to change, and boxing, MMA, whatever, needs to change. Instead of Tyson Usyk 2, I would like it to be called Tyson Usyk again? ? Right?